Just win, baby.
Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, all you ever heard about my lips. I went twitching, I went breaking when Brady was winning chips. Went to LA, then to Oakland, and now we up on the strip. Dancing with the nation every time we get to 6. 3rd and 13 used to run the ball. Now we got 100, so we changing the call. Tatted on my body, ain't no taking it off. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. Unless they with the nation, ain't no faking involved. All that internal hating, we be shaking it off. Cause we know they just came around Jacobson Call. Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know.
Look, I'm 34 like Bo Jackson. I'm a Raider. Long live John Madden. We left Oakland, now we with the Sinners. For Al Davis, we got unfinished business. Look, just win, baby. Defense ain't giving up an inch lately. The offense in clutch, we bout to up the scope. And D-Car ain't stopping till we reach the boat. Yeah.
Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know.
Uh-oh, it's picked off. Oh no. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Incredible. Chandler Jones and wins the game for the Raiders.
Na 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 na.
Jacobs with running room right up the middle. Jacobs is on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Welcome to the Just Win Baby podcast.
Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation, man? What's going on, YouTube, man? Welcome to another edition of the Just Win Baby podcast, man. I'm your host, RaiderBen, Benter. Got my motherfucking co-host, as always, man, Nutty Raider Nate. What's good with you?
Oh shit, I made it today, bro.
Yeah, your camera blurry as fuck too, gang.
Is it? I might need to wipe it down. Shit.
Oh yeah, wipe me down on some Boosie badass shit, y'all. You already know, man. Nice to see you though, gang. Hopefully you doing all right.
What's good? Yeah. What's good, everybody? Good to see everybody in the chat. Banther, my dog. Pizzle, my dog. What's good with everybody?
We had to send Nutty Raider Nate a fucking letter of absence for last week's show. He got a little fine. He got a little letter in his locker. You know what I'm saying? He had a little letter right there waiting for him.
Got a little yellow tag. Got a little yellow.
No, I had to take the night off, guys.
That's all good.
Your boy was in another universe.
Oh shit! I might be in another universe tonight, man, with these motherfucking shroomy bars.
Oh shit!
I got the polka dots. What's left? What Jesse brought me. Last week I did the fruities. This week I got the motherfucking polka dot. Man, you don't party, Nutty Raider Nate. Chill your ass out, gang. That's a fucking joint full of reg, full of tobacco.
Doink.
What's good with you though, Pizzle?
Not much. Just pretty pumped up on some of these signings we're doing right now. Pretty pumped up.
Hell yeah.
Kind of sad to see a couple of these guys go, but not too sad, you know.
Shit, man. You feel me? Have your ass out here in the whole tears, you're motherfuckers tearing up, crying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some people are really sad that Jacobs is gone.
You know, motherfuckers, shit. I mean, I don't blame them, shit. We'll get into it, man. Much love to everybody for being here. Hit the motherfucking like button. The motherfucking like button is what means the most, to be honest with y'all, in terms of helping the streams grow. We get thrown into the algorithm with the likes, man, so I appreciate it. We got Brian in here. You feel me? Junior. Ray Love. Yeah, share the fucking stream out, man. Hit the like. What up, Cool Kev? Salute, bro. Nice to see you. Sinister Rain, my dude. Kings Only. What's good with you, bro? Navy Vet. Salute, G. Hopefully you're doing well. Always a pleasure. Hope everybody's having a good Friday, man. I'm fucking sweating my fucking dick, bro. What up, Eric? SC Raiders Talk in the building, yard. Mod Father Jesse. Salute, Sal. What's going on with you, bro? Jason, my dude, what's good? Hit Stick Stepper in the building. Salute, gang. Pete, what's good with you, Pete? MP7, my dude, salute. Hopefully you're doing well, my boy. Who else we got in this motherfucker? Pub Stunt, salute, bro. Hopefully you're doing well, gang. Always a pleasure to see you here with us. Rafa, piss drinking champion of the world. What's good with you, man? Jason Marshall. Always a pleasure, Jason. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. We got Raider Aces. Salute, Aces. What's good with you, bro? Always a pleasure. Joe L.E. What's good with you, bro? Infamous porn bomber of Raider Nation. What's good with you, gang? Always a pleasure. Who else we got in this motherfucking gang? Yeah, Terrence has been around. He's going through some shit right now. But yeah, shit, much love to Terrence. He was on Black Saturday last weekend. I think that's everybody, man. Salute, man. Thanks for everybody pulling up, man. So let's get straight into it, man. We'll talk about the guys that left before we talk into the guys that we'll talk about the guys that we re-signed first. We brought back Andre James. Andre James comes back, gets a contract for the Raiders. Looks like he'll be the starting center for the Raiders next year. I don't like it. Andre James gets tossed around too easily for me. I honestly thought the offensive line played better when he got hurt last year. I know it sounds fucked up, but I'm just being real. I mean, the offensive line, it all comes down to that center, and when that center is getting pushed back into the line, into the quarterback, into the running back's lap, dude, it typically doesn't pan well. But start with Nate, man. How you feel about Andre James?
Man, if you guys, most of you guys know what's up. You guys know how I feel about him. I go back and forth. He's a serviceable dude, but as far as the market goes, there wasn't a lot of options out there for us. And as far as the cap goes, he kind of saved us some money as far as us not spending too much. Because the other guys that were available in free agency just weren't really moving the needle. And in my opinion, they got overpaid. And in a lot of people's opinion, they got overpaid. So I think we kind of dodged a bullet.
What up, Yonder?
But I don't think it's a bad idea because I didn't think we had a full backup plan and solidified yet, so to speak. So Meaning the camaraderie he has with the other guys who are already here is valuable in itself. So right there, I think we're winning. I'd still like to pick somebody up in the draft, of course. I think there's a lot of young studs at center out there this year who could find even in the later rounds, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round even. I think we gotta roll the dice and try to get one of these guys. Shit, yeah. Other than that, he's back. I'm not mad at it too much. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I was the day it happened, and then we ended up losing Jacobs a couple days later. I tied those two together. Like, he left because of Andre James came back. So I was kind of bitter for a while, but I looked at it and I saw the market being over saturated with overrated and far less superior centers. We came away with a good little deal. It's not hurting the bank.
All eyes on G. What up?
Camaraderie's there, so that's all we need. Can we get better? Yes, let's go. Let's get better.
No, I agree. I think the camaraderie aspect of it, the fact that he has a relationship with these other guys up front. I mean, we talk about it all the time. Like, camaraderie is huge, especially like along the offensive line. Like, all these guys need to be in each other's pockets and shit. So that's good. You know what I mean? So but like you said, dog, there's a lot of centers out there that are free agents that are overrated. And some of the ones that are out there, they're probably going to want a lot of money. Andre James took, a relatively team-friendly contract to stick around with the team. So, what up, JB? So you got to appreciate that. What up, Khalifa? You got to appreciate that. And the fact, that another thing that I forgot to mention is Jacoby Myers restructured his contract and saved the Raiders like almost $5 million. So that's a huge plus, man. Oh, we got a guest in the backstage, man. All the way from way down under Alpha Casa Herrera. What's going on with you, bro?
Dog, what's good with you, bro?
What up? Come on, gang. Bantha. Bloody night. It's been a long minute since I shared a call with you. And
yes,
Pizzle, leaving to you. Chat, everyone.
Shit, we just cooling, man. We were just talking about fucking the Raiders bringing back Andre James. That's all. That's how we starting it off with.
Yeah.
But Pizzle, what's your thoughts on bringing back Andre James? You like Andre James?
No, last year.
Nah.
Last year he was really bad. I mean, I'm gonna call it what it is, right? He was
fucking call a spade, gang.
Yeah, he's pretty bad, and I guess he did us a favor by taking us less money, but are we doing ourselves a favor? I mean, is it gonna cost us is the whole year gonna be like, him just getting hammered and giving it up, not be able to block for the run and not be able to block for block the pass? Is that worth it? I mean, the team friendly deal. But like you guys said, a lot of people are being overpaid right now in the market. They're over, So, but I'm with you guys with drafting. Like this year, there's plenty of offensive linemen in the draft they're even projected to go really early too. So, there's a lot of hope for offensive linemen in this year too. So, I think it's going to be saturated with offensive linemen because a lot of these guys are going to go wide receiver. The first 3 or 4 picks in a row. So,
yeah, for sure.
I would even say I would have rather seen Illuminor come back and try him at
on
center.
gang.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Never lied.
Illuminor at center.
Yeah, I tried that.
Before I brought back Andre James,
I would give it a shot over Andre James. Illuminor is so strong. He's one of the strongest guys in the league. I feel like his arms are a little shorter to play tackle, but he's proven me wrong. So
what up, Wild Turkey?
The tackles get more money, so he's getting his money. But I would have. I'm just not that big of a fan of Andre James. Go ahead, AR.
My turn, or did someone else want
to? Yeah, go ahead.
No, we all talked about it already. You can go.
Well,
you hear? Is my shit low?
No, I hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I don't mind it so much. I mean, I'm not like, yes, we brought him back kind of deal, but like at the same time, it's like, whatever for me. I think, for me personally, like Andre James, like he's not as all the way terrible as what, in my opinion, is what some people think he is, but he's not that great either. He's one of your, to me, he's like middle of the pack, below the middle of the pack kind of guy. And if the pieces around him are good enough, that can be okay. If we're trying to
What up, Raider
mold
Paul?
together an offensive line on a budget or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like there's still guys there
Balling on a budget.
Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, we still got Colton Miller. We still have Parham, who's developing, and I think he's doing decent enough. Who can be, I wouldn't say he's good yet, but I think he's trending towards being a good guy for, and will be a cornerstone for our offensive line for years to come, much like Colton Miller has been. And my glaring endorsement is of Thayer Mumford, who I think is a guy who can emerge in that his third year and take a starting spot, hopefully at right tackle, shore up that right side, but we'll see. So there's young guys there, you know what I mean? As for James, like, look, like I said, he's not great, but I don't think he's all the way that terrible. But like, he was never going to live up to the bar of the centers that we've had in recent history. You know what I mean? Looking at guys like Rodney Hudson, who was the center before him, one of the best, if not the best center in the league for the longest time. You know, you had Stefan Wisniewski before him, who was good enough. Samson Satelli was another guy who was the center during my first few years, and he was decent. So he's none of those guys, but like, look, I'm right there with you. Like, if we can find a guy, and I think in that middle range, like, we seem to do fairly well drafting interior guards, like between rounds 2, 5, 6. Like, there's no reason why we can't find a guy that possibly we could groom to maybe take over next year. You know what I mean? Like, if he's just going to hold the place at center for now until we find better otherwise, and maybe the draft might be the way to go. So I wouldn't be mad with that. Like, I mean, we've got the ammo as it stands if we don't trade him away to take a flyer on an interior guy. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how the draft shakes out.
Yeah, and then you make a good point, right? Because if you guys don't fucking remember, fucking Andre James, the one who took over for Rodney Hudson, right? So a lot of us had our bar set so high in terms of our centers. Right. You know what I mean? And it was because we were benefited, you know, and blessed with one of the best ones to play, you know, during that time that he was playing for us, right? So it's a lot like, in my opinion, when we brought in Cleve Farrell and everybody thought he was going to replace Khalil Mack, right? Like, it's the same kind of shit. Like, oh, your expectations are so high for this particular player at this particular position, and then when you lose him and the next person to come in, you're expecting those same kind of results, and you know that's not always going to happen. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not super down on Andre James, but I don't think he's very good. I think he's the bottom half of the league in terms of NFL starting centers. He's probably anywhere between 20 and 32, in my opinion. I would have loved the Raiders to try to upgrade. But at the end of the day, I always say this, right? It could be worse, dog. It could be worse. Like, there's teams, like, we bitch about our offensive line, dude. Like, our offensive line is not that bad compared to some of these teams. Like, a couple years ago, motherfucking Joe Burrow was sacked like 50 times, dude. That was a horrible offensive line. You know what I mean? But, you know, the end-all, be-alls, I mean, you got a guy that has continuity with the offensive line. He's familiar with the organization. He's familiar with the coach and the coaching staff. So, you know, when there's familiarity there, typically you'll stick around, you know what I mean, and try to make his shit work. Like, if companies change over and they want to keep you, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to just stay where you're at, where you're comfortable at. So I hope everything pans out for Andre James. I think he will be the starting center for the Raiders next year. Obviously depends on what the Raiders decide to do in the draft. So I don't really know any centers that are coming out, but if the Raiders go out and get one, he goes out and competes. Who knows? Maybe Andre James is a backup. So,
yeah, package him up and trade him to get Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, facts. All right, so we also brought back running back Amir Abdullah. I think he's like 32, 33 years old. Man,
I
fuck Amir Abdullah, and I ain't gonna say that. Amir Abdullah's cool. Fuck Brandon Bolden, though.
You saw they came out with that piece, the little documentary about his like personal life and personal family and all that stuff, and like they did like a special on him, like a 15-minute
On
special.
Abdullah?
Yeah, bro. Like 2 days, maybe the day before he got his contract, and they announced they brought him back. After that, bro, I knew Josh Jacobs wasn't coming back. I just something in my gut was like, why the fuck would they sign Amir Abdullah right now? And what's going on? Like, and then they're trying to like sell him to us, like, hey, look at Amir Abdullah. He's such a great guy. He goes to church, and his family's a doctor. He's look at him. He's an outstanding Raider. Like, and then we sign him, and then we let go of Josh Jacobs. Like, how you do us like that, Raiders? Come on.
Facts.
Go ahead, Doug, guys. I just a little rant.
No, you're good. I mean, I'm not surprised they brought him back. I mean, it's another one of those situations, right? Familiarity, right?
Yeah.
Amir Abdullah's a good special teams guy. Give him that. You know what I mean? But in terms of like a running back rotation, I'm not really sure. He's more like a third back on the depth chart, you know, at least third back, because I feel like the Raiders are going to get another running back. You know what I mean? And if Amir Abdullah is your backup running back, dude, you're in tough shit, bro, because he's like 30-something years old, dude. You know what I mean? Like, he can't be your backup spell running back. You know what I mean? Like, that's out. You know, so hopefully the Raiders have a plan, because we cannot go into next year with motherfucking Zamir White, Amir Abdullah, and Brandon Bolden, bro. We're going to be up fucking Schitt's Creek with no pedal, dog. Like, for real. But, I mean, we still have Britton Brown on the roster. You guys know how I feel about Britton Brown. I think Britton Brown has the potential to be a really good running back.
I want to see what he's got to.
We also have Austin Walters. Not too high on Austin Walters.
He was dope. He had a good preseason a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember
He
Trey
was all right,
Regis.
but
I remember Trey Regis had one a couple years ago, too.
Yeah.
We got the next coming of Bo Jackson, right? Still on our roster.
Who's that?
Sincere McCormick. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Sincere, Amir, Zamir. Yeah, I in the limited snaps that I saw Sincere McCormick, I wasn't impressed.
Me neither.
But anyways, I'm done talking about how you feel about bringing back Amir Abdullah, Pizzo.
Well, you know, he's old, so hopefully he's going to bring something to the table besides, like, blocking. We're going to pay this guy for blocking. I mean, I guess. I don't know. But I guess
I'll be right back.
But yeah, he might.
Still listening.
If he might. I don't know that, like you said, special teams. As long as he's doing it, we're going to find him. He must fit in somewhere, right? The Raiders find him a value that obviously at the price we can't get somebody else. So obviously they're seeing other stuff that we don't see, or they know stuff that we don't know. But I don't know. Is it a horrible deal? I'm not sure. I didn't see how much we paid for him, but at his age, he's getting pretty old for a running back.
Yeah, he's like 32, I think. Like Cool Kev said in the chat earlier, that motherfucker's so old he played with Calvin Johnson, dog. Calvin Johnson ain't been in the league for almost a decade. But
he's like Harrison Hurst from the Niners and shit.
Yeah, I mean he's a solid. Like I said, I will give him the fact that he is a solid special teams guy. But fuck, dude, but we have two special team guys that we consider our aces that are hella old, bro. Brandon Bolden and Amir Abdullah. These dudes are old as fuck, bro. Like, why do we have old ass guys leading our special teams? If anything, you would have like young studs out there, like athletic studs out there playing fucking. But no, they got these old motherfuckers out there, dude. Like, these motherfuckers, dog. These motherfuckers are out there about to fucking two weeks away from blowing their hip out. What up, Raider fan? Salute, bro.
Hang on, we're talking about Brandon Bolden being a special teams ace. Well, like, can you give me any examples, or at the top of your dome, much like I can with, say, the likes of DJ Turner being that special team gunner and ace last year?
Nope.
Like, I personally don't recall a time where I can think of, is Brandon Bolden, like, he's making plays on special teams like I saw with DJ Turner. So, what's the point of having him on our roster?
Yeah. I don't get it, bro. I don't see why they gave Brandon Bolden a bunch of guaranteed money. That was the dumbest thing ever, bro. Like, you gave like I think he was like 34 or something stupid, bro. Like, he's old as fuck. Anyways, how you feel about Amir Abdullah Al-Fakasi?
Well, Brandon Bolden, thank you for your services. He can go.
Yeah, right.
As for Amir, look, I guess the best way I can think about it is, you know that meme video of EDP, you know that Eagles content creator, you know how he goes, I mean, he's all right.
Yeah, the pedophile.
That's basically, yeah, the pedophile. But,
Yeah.
you know that video where he's saying, yeah, he's all right. That's basically my thoughts on Abdullah. I mean, he's all right. But that's it. Like, I think we can do better for what he brings to the table. And I see that too. I see us drafting someone who can be a change of pace, scat back, pass out of the backfield blocker, or maybe even a home run hitter, so to say, whatever it may be. I think we could swing for that in the draft. I'm with you there, RaiderBen. Like, I want to see what Britton Brown brings to the table. I was impressed with his preseason when he was healthy. I said it a few times. I think he missed a golden opportunity last preseason to really leapfrog everybody and take that number 2 spot away from the likes of Zamir, who did come on at the end of the season. I will give him credit. And I was right there with you, Benther. I was one of his loudest critiques, but he proved to me those last quarter last season he can play. And it looks like he's going to be the guy unless proven otherwise, unless we draft somebody else. But I'm there with you, man. I think we can draft another running back to come into the room. And there's no there's nothing to say that, like, if we do get a guy in, say, round 3, 4, 5, whatever it might be, maybe even later, who could even maybe impress more than Zamir and possibly take over. I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility for running backs to contribute immediately. I mean, you've seen that in yesteryears with some of the guys we've had, like, you know, Josh Jacobs, thank you for your services. He did it year 1. Granted, he was a first-round draft pick, but, you know, it goes from what I'm saying. Latavius Murray, he was injured year 1, so his first year is actually his sophomore year. But when he got the chance to run the rock, he ran with it, and he was pretty good.
Isaiah Pacheco from the Chiefs, 7th round pick.
Isaiah Pacheco from another team, but I'm talking at Raiders specifically. Darren McFadden, he was good from the jump. You know what I mean? Like, so if we do draft a guy, like, granted, like Zamir, like he is the guy until proven otherwise, or until we draft someone and maybe they can take it from him. And I'm hoping he can continue that trend from the end of last season. But as far as Amir Abdullah, he's all right, but I think we can do better.
Yeah, I mean, I like Amir Abdullah as like a special teams guy. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if you're gonna give this dude, you're gonna bring this dude in to play special teams, like, I'm pretty sure you probably could have got somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want an old dude out there playing special teams, you know, like all these collisions and shit. But, I mean, what do I know, bro? I'm just a fucking fan. You know what I'm saying? What up, J-Dog?
Well, what's his role on special teams? I mean, the same thing I said about Brandon Bolden.
I think he's a kickoff returner. He's like Brandon Bolden. They're kickoff returners. They're not gunners. They're just, or not kickoff coverage.
Was he lighting the house on fire at returner?
Fuck no.
Not to my recollection. So it's like, we're saying these guys are special teams aces, but can you think of one occasion which sticks to mind is like, yes, he did something?
Nope. Oh, that's what happens when you have somebody like Josh McDaniels.
Milk over these special teams aces. I'm not.
Honestly, liked when we had brought in Abdullah. I kind of liked the pickup, but I thought we'd have moved on him.
I think he's all right.
I figured we'd have moved on from him 2 years down the road. No, we already had him for 2 years. Like, fuck it, just let him go already.
Just let the hoe go.
All right, so those are the guys that we re-signed. We'll go start talking about the guys that were signed elsewhere, and we'll start off with Raider legend, Jermaine Illuminor. How you feel about Jermaine Illuminor's departure there, Afakazi?
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he was all right. Some people were higher than him than what I am. I mean, he wasn't all the way terrible, but he had his moments where he was both good and both pretty bad. So, I mean, we had him, what was it, 3 seasons? Thank you for your services. You can move on now. And I'm hoping that means that they have confidence in Thayer Mumford to be the guy. He's a guy I keep talking about.
What up,
I think it's forgotten about when people talk about, like, I've seen like a lot of people on the YouTube scene talking about the offensive line woes and how we need to draft the right tackle and that. But and they're talking about Dalton Wagner before they're talking about Thayer Munford, which I think is a travesty. You know what I mean? An insult to what I think he accomplished last couple of seasons. So, yeah, whatever with Lumino.
I like Thayer Munford, bro. We saw Thayer Munford come in last season and play a little bit of left tackle and right tackle, and the offensive line, in my opinion, didn't really miss a beat. Like, we played good at times and we looked bad at times, but there was not a time where Thayer Munford came on the field last year and our offensive line looked significantly worse when he came in the game. You know what I mean?
And put it in perspective, a guy who's only had 2 seasons in the league, a guy we drafted in the 7th round.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many of these 7th round cats do we bring in the door and they either languish on the practice squad or don't amount to nothing, not just for us, but in the league in general. So to find a guy who's actually showing more progress in his first 2 seasons than guys we've drafted much higher, to me, is a big win. And I think the time could be now for
we got a special guest. Well, this motherfucker ain't no guest. Yo, we got a very special introduction, man. Yo, it's been a minute. We got the Jack in the building. My dude, Jack Bauer. What's good with you, bro?
All my Raider homies, what's cracking, man? How y'all been? Tapping in with y'all?
Shit, we coolin'.
Jack, it's been a long minute, my friend. Good to see you.
Nutty Raider Nate went to go fucking take the Browns to the Super Bowl, dog. He'll be back in a few.
Hey, man, he might go halfway to the AFC Championship, so you better take some tissue with him.
What's good with you, though, bro?
Hey, man, living life, man. Same old. These Raiders, bro, we got a lot of shit going on, man. It's about that time. So, just try to put my little 2 cents in, man, to see where we at with it. You know, that's all.
Hell yeah. So we'll let you talk hit on your thoughts on the shit that we already covered real fast. What's your thoughts on the Raiders bringing back Andre James and Amir Abdullah?
With the Andre James thing, I wasn't really too mad about that. Like, it seemed like a lot of people wanted him gone. I mean, he wasn't that bad to me. I mean, we could do better. But I mean, if we can't really do better, what's the point of moving on if we don't have a viable replacement? So, I mean, I'm always bringing them back in case we could, unless our Parham's going to move over and be a really good center. I mean, better than James. It makes no point of making that move just to make the move. So I wasn't tripping that we brought him back.
What up, Circus?
And the same with Amir Abdullah, bro. No harm, no foul. I mean, I didn't expect a third string running back to make a big difference anyway. Why not bring back a guy that's on the staff that has familiarity with the team? So I wasn't tripping on either move, bro. It wasn't a boom or bust to me. I just think it was just one of those moves that, you know, that happens on a 50 something man roster, you know. But it's all right. I say they're pretty neutral. I don't feel too strongly about them left or right, but I don't think it's a bad thing, put it like that we re-sign both those guys. Nah, not at all.
What's your thoughts on the departure of Jermaine Illuminor?
Hey, we need better. I mean, he was good, but we need better, bro. So if somebody else is willing to pay him, he went back to his old O-line coach, or I don't know where he went actually. Well, he went back.
I think he went. Didn't he go to the Giants?
Giants, I think.
Yeah, I think Carmen Brasillo went to the Giants too.
Right. So, you know, I get that familiarity. You know, it's kind of easier going into training. Yeah. You know, so. Yeah. But with Illuminor, I don't think it's going to be a big miss, bro. We can do better. We look hard enough. We can do better. So I'm not really tripping on him. Hope it all works out for him. But we got to get better on that side of the line anyway, bro. So might as well get it going now.
Yeah, that's
what's good with you, Jack.
What's up, bro?
What's good? Good to see you, bro.
You too, man. Good to see you too.
Hell
yeah, all y'all.
So that's how we had kind of got over into the whole Thayer Munford conversation. And I give Thayer Munford, man, a lot of props because I didn't know who he was until we drafted him and they started talking about like him in college. I guess he played guard for Ohio State and he was the offensive lineman for Justin Fields. And they needed help at tackle, bro. And he would have been one of the top drafted guards, bro, in the draft. And he switched his position to play tackle, dude, and got drafted in the 7th round.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Is my mic all right?
Yeah, we hear you. So super unselfish player, dude, Thayer Munford. And, dude, like, He's got all the tools, dude. Like I said, the other day when I was doing my show, this little random morning show, I was like, you know, a little bit down on the Illuminor shit because like Illuminor is not great, but in my opinion, he's a solid tackle, dude. Like it could be a lot worse, and I hope it don't get worse. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse. You know what I mean? And with Munford, I mean, like I said, he's got all the tools, but we gotta see it pan out, man. I know when he came in last year, the run game definitely got going a little bit better. I think all eyes on G said it in the chat, and I agree with that. But yeah, so let's see.
I wouldn't think it's Tyrone Smith at all, but he got gaffled up. I thought it'd been a good move to give him a 1 or 2 year deal, even though he's a little older.
Isn't he old? I can't believe he's still in the league. How old is that motherfucker? Like 50?
Who is that? You said
Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Cowboys tackle, right?
Yeah, it seems like he's been in the league forever.
Yeah, I think his knees are put together.
Hey, Alexa,
rubber bands.
How old is Tyron Smith?
ACLs are yanked up.
Tyrone Smith is 39 years old.
God damn.
He was born on.
Hey, Alexa, stop. So he's almost 40.
Is that Cowboys O lineman back in the one who fell all the way out of the draft, who should have been like a first rounder a couple of years back? I think it's like Landell Collins or something.
What up, Omar?
No,
shout out to the 50, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Got caught smoking weed.
Yeah.
Jeremy Tunsil.
Larry Tunsil.
It came out that he was smoking weed in a bong, and he had a whole face mask smoking weed. You talking about that guy? I think that was Lyle Collins.
That was
is he the guy?
That was Lyle Collins.
The Cowboys.
I believe so. Yeah, because he was going to be a top 10 or something pick when he came out until the weed shit came out. Then he dropped all the way down.
Wasn't the weird thing with the mask? I think that was separate occasion. The one with the mask was like someone else, but he ended up going later in the first round, but not like top 10 where he should have been.
Yeah, so the Dolphins.
But like something similar happened to Collins as well, right?
Yes,
he fell all the way out of the draft and went undrafted for something. But he's been a pretty good, one of the better players in the league, right?
Larry Tunsil. It was Larry Tunsil.
Yeah, he had a long career with the Cowboys.
There you go, bro. I'm sorry. Laramie Tunsil. That was his
Larry
name.
Tunsil.
Tunsil. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Tunsil. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I think Lyle Collins was the dude, like his baby mama or his girlfriend or somebody got killed. Like he had became like a suspect, bro, or they wanted to talk to him at like the day of the draft about a murder. I think that was Lyle Collins, bro, and then he slid.
I'd rather
Lyle Collins. Yeah.
I'd rather roll with Mekhi Becton than Tyrone Smith.
Hey, Mekhi Becton's good, dog. I fucks with Mekhi Becton, dog.
He's
that
young,
dude's solid.
His issue is also he's kind of got some.
But he's a left tackle though. Mekhi Becton's a left tackle.
He's a dog, bro. I feel like we could plug him in somewhere.
All right, so we fucking talk. How you guys feeling about Jimmy Garoppolo being gone? Little 1 year rental, a little 4 games, 5 games rental.
Package this question up with Brian friggin' Hoyer.
Oh yeah, Hoyer too. Both of those bums.
Get up out of here. See ya. Goodbye.
Yep. I gotta go now.
I felt like Antonio Pierce put the exclamation point on that shit as soon as because he made fucking Aiden O'Connell the starter as soon as he took over.
Facts. It seemed like he kind of came in and knew what the locker room wanted, knew what the coaching staff wanted, but did what Josh was afraid to do.
We eating dead cap though, man. That's the fucked up part, bro. We eating dead cap on Hoyer too, bro, because his contract was fully guaranteed.
Fuck him.
It's gonna happen.
No, I feel you. Fuck him. I'm just saying though, like, god damn, dude. And we were all remember how much dead cap we took last year from Ziegler? Like Ziegler brought in some talent, dude, but he got rid of so many guys and just killed our cap. Like, I was never like the biggest fan of Leatherwood, but he got rid of Leatherwood without even trying to play him at guard. Like, he didn't even give him a shot at guard, dude, and just let his ass go. I mean, I ain't saying he'd have been shit, because obviously he went to Chicago and wasn't shit. But he put us he fucking got rid of a lot of players, dude, and fucked our cap space up bad. Like, fucked our shit up real bad, dude. Because right now, we got a shit ton of dead cap space again.
I think we sitting in a pretty good spot, though. Like, honestly. You know,
we are, but still, we could be sitting in even a better spot.
Yeah, but I mean, we at a good enough spot where if we make the right enough moves, we'll be all right. I mean, you sent us the thing in the text group about Jacoby saving us about 4.5. That's good. You know, we know Rimbo and the other money's coming off the books. We still haven't really signed anybody, guys. We signed a great free agent. We signed a backup quarterback. I don't know if y'all touched on that yet, but
we gonna get there.
We're going to get there. All right. But we signed a quarterback. We signed a great defensive player, probably the best defensive player on the team. I mean, we can argue about that if we want to, but we signed a great guy. And
signed the best free agent available, in my opinion.
I'm glad we got the amount of money that we have left, and we made the moves that we have. I can't complain. I don't know if everybody else been complaining. I don't even know what the pulse is of the nation, but I think we're good. We haven't overspent. We haven't underspent. We're kind of waiting. You know, got a backup quarterback. We got 2 on the roster. Everybody was jumping a little bit over the Minshew thing. We're going to get on that, but I think they're pacing themselves perfectly, keeping the right amount of money, the right amount of time, and I think they still got one more big move left. We still got a draft left, guys. So
yeah, we still got $30 million in cap space.
Right.
Isn't that where all the money for Jimmy G's contract is probably going to go, like towards the rookie contracts? Because apparently that money's not available till June, right, or something like that.
It doesn't come off the books till June, yeah.
Right, and also to your point, Jack, like we've got like some homegrown talent who are going to be off contract come next year, and maybe that's where the money's being saved for to re-sign these guys like Nate Hobbs, guys like Malcolm Kuntz, you know, maybe even Jack Jones, you know, try and get them to stay on longer term deals, which might cost us a little bit more if we wait till the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there is that. Maybe that's where we're kind of holding fast from signing any other big names to big money, because we're trying to keep that money for these kind of contracts.
Yeah. I still my bad. I still think the Raiders are still one more big name away from really being contenders, though. Like, I like the move. We're getting the defensive tackle. Gotta make one more play, y'all. And I don't mean the quarterback. That's a whole nother round. We need one more guy, y'all. One more dog. And I think we're going to be on our way, because think about it, y'all. Out of all the bullshit we went through last year, when AP took over the team's play elevated. When we assessed that team, at least when I assessed the team, I said to myself, with the quarterback, we win more games. Just strictly a quarterback, we win games. So coming into this offseason, I didn't think we needed to hit on every draft pick, hit on every free. I just think we needed to get the right guys, the right amount of guys, the few right amount of guys, land on the quarterback, and smack into next season ready to play, bro. We lost to Meek Robinson. We lost Jacobs. I don't know if y'all talked about that.
We getting there.
But I like the other corner we got, Hall. I think he can step up. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if he's still on the team, but I also think Zeus can step up. But we're going to get there. We ain't gonna jump the gun. But I'm saying the Raiders in a good spot. And I don't think we need to do a lot. We just need to not make the few moves that are left for us to make. There's 3 check pieces to make left. All those 3 moves got to be bomb-ass moves. None of them could be fuckery moves. If we make one fuckery move within the next 3 big moves, we're going to go into next season with the same question mark. If we get another big free agent, but we get a sus-ass quarterback and Aiden McConnell and Minshew's going at it, that ain't going to do it. We ain't getting there, but I'm saying that ain't going to do it. If we get a good quarterback, but we don't go out and get maybe no more other free agent, we still kind of there. We do both of those, we knocking on Kansas City's door. That's my opinion. But we still have the ability to do just that,
father
because
and son football.
We paced ourselves and still have the assets.
Yeah.
With all the current trades today, I don't think we're moving up. It looks like the Vikings got us outbid. They have more first-round draft picks this year. They need a quarterback. Cousins left. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Maybe they're looking at somebody entirely different than who we're looking at. So I don't know. You never know with these things. It's exciting times. We're right there. I feel like we're in good hands
with Allstate.
As far as Hemi G and Brian Hoyer, my little take.
Himothy.
I'm glad they're gone. He was
Jimmy
not him.
Garoppolo.
He was not him. I had hopes. It kind of, it kind of looked like a little bit of a mini Jim Plunkett kind of a scenario with the guy coming over from the Patriots and the Niners, and almost the same path that Jimmy Plunkett took, and it looked like maybe this is like a reincarnation or something. I don't know. Hopeful, just trying to hold on to any fucking piece of hope you could after last year, and we got let down, but I'm glad they're gone. Let's go AOC. I got a lot more faith in AOC than a lot of people too.
Quarterback room though, gang.
Hey, AOC, bro. I know people like Minshew. I like Minshew as well. I thought he'd be a good vet to bring in. I thought he's a good good veteran, scrappy kind of to me he's a Raider. He reminds me of a Raider. He reminds me of Jake the Snake. I'm gonna say it. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of the thing I hear going around. But he does remind me of not Jake the Snake's plays. Jake the Snake won some Super Bowls, right? He did some things that other players still couldn't do today. But Jake the Snake, as far as like his persona, his moxie and all that, So, but we'll see. Maybe we crack the code or something. And he puts on that Raider helmet and he figures it out and puts it together. Here we go. I'm holding on to any kind of hope I can again, but.
Now you need the voice distorter. It looks like you're in the witness protection.
Oh shit! I need a light, huh? Fuck.
Shout out to the 50, man. Hit the like button, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Hey, my mods couldn't drop everybody's link, man. I'd appreciate it. Hit the like button over here. Go subscribe to my guys. Appreciate y'all. So, how you feeling about the new quarterback room, Pizzo?
I'm definitely I pretty much figured out that they're going to get shit can Jimmy G and Hoyer. That was a gimme for me, at least. I think we're going to shit can them either way. So just because we'd rather have the roster spots, those guys are garbage.
He said, I think we got to give it. Hey, especially Hoyer, bro. Like, like Hoyer had to go, bro. Like, obviously, like Jimmy G had to go too, but bruh, like Hoyer had to go, dog. Like, if we say if Jimmy Garoppolo didn't do that dumb shit and fuck his own contract up, right, and save us bread, I mean, I wasn't super pissed off about keeping him. I'd have been like, fuck it, he's a solid backup. The team, the locker room loves him. He's a, like he's a good dude, right? Like, I'm with that. You feel me? But Hoyer had to go, dog. He brought nothing to this team, dog, except sniffing jock straps at halftime, dog. Like, that's all he brought to the team, bro. Like,
what did I say before the season? If he starts 4 games, we'll be lucky to win one of them.
Yeah, bro. He's trash. Motherfuckers, I remember some of you Raider fans was trying to act like he was the next coming to Jesus when he hit that one pass to Trey Tucker on a deep ball. They're like, oh yeah, we about to get Hoyer in this motherfucker gang. And I'm like, oh yeah, bro. Y'all had too many of the meth and amphetamine. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta stay off of that shit, bro.
I remember one person in particular said he was one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Right.
But bro, have you ever seen Brian Hoyer play, bro? Motherfucker had one good year, bro. Motherfucker was with the Browns. He was with the Browns. And I ain't even gonna hold y'all because I still remember this shit. It was the craziest primetime game I ever seen, right? With my own 2 eyeballs, right? It was motherfucking EJ Manuel with the Bills. Them motherfuckers was like 3-0 or 4-0 or some crazy shit, right? And it was Hoyer and the Browns. And the Browns were like 3-0 or 4-0 shit, right? So it was 2 undefeated teams. And Hoyer and EJ Manuel blew their ACL in the same game, gang. In the same game, they both blew their knees out, boy. That was the only season Hoyer ever had that was worth the shit. He looked good that year, then boom, his knee exploded like a busted out rubber band. Boy, you left in the sun for 3 days, boy. That boy shit sad. That boy shit separated. But yeah, other than that, boy, Hoyer is trash, dog shit.
The craziest Thursday night game I remember was Myles Garrett smacking the fuck out of Mason Rudolph with that helmet.
Oh yeah, that shit was, facts, bro.
That shit was
funny as shit.
How many fights was in that game?
A bunch. Everybody got suspended.
Motherfuckers
like 10
smashing
people.
motherfuckers in the
That
head with the
2019,
helmet.
I think I was in America. I think I saw that game when I was in the States.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was wild, bro.
And then fucking Miles Garrett said old buddy like called him like the N-word or something like that.
Yep. Hey, bro, that's crazy how they got hush hush about it too. Like,
yeah, they shut that shit up quick. You ain't never lied.
They're like, nobody's ever to talk about this again, and nobody does, bro. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, if you want to play, it's their sandbox.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's it. There's a lot of racism in football, and they don't want that shit coming out.
Yeah. Anything that stay on the field should stay on the field anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit shouldn't be our. It shouldn't even be our shit to know. You know what I mean? But hey, it got out. But yeah, you should.
Microphones are amazing nowadays. You can hear everything out there, pretty much.
Yeah.
There's still some lines you don't cross, and I think like you can jaw all you want, but like does it need to get racial? I don't believe
they get crossed. Yeah, they get crossed.
Yeah. And that's the helmet to the head. You know.
Yeah. Yep.
To the mouth. So
that's
just.
Yeah, I mean, if he's out there saying some shit like
Miles
that,
Garrett
his bitch ass should get smashed.
He didn't even get suspended like that. He got like 3 games maybe, and he said, "Come on back."
Yeah.
Don't talk about it.
Just shut your mouth.
And they gave him Defensive Player of the Year when he probably shouldn't have won it.
Bro, there's no way he should have won that, bro.
Again. Yeah.
And fucking, if anything, Watt should have won it, dude. But at the end of the day, fucking, we got fucked because Crosby didn't even get a vote. And if you look at Crosby's numbers compared to Watt's numbers, dude, like they're extremely similar, you know. And Max ain't got nobody. Like TJ Watt has Cameron Hayward and Alex Highsmith and Minka Fitzpatrick. Like that dude's got all pros at other levels of the defense with him, bro. My fucking Max Crosby ain't got shit. So.
Well, we fixed that problem though, so we're good. We fixed that problem.
And the emergence of Malcolm Kuntz. So.
Yep.
Let's not forget about that.
So how you guys feel about the departure of Bilal Nichols? Brought over from the Bears.
Bye,
never brought over from the Bears, never lived up to his
game.
Never
really
he had a touchdown against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
He did.
That's all I remember him for, and it helped us win. It's been a while, but
you remember
see you later, alligator.
And we beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead, which we don't do very often.
Yeah.
Thank you for your services, but bye, Lau. Bye, Lau.
If we can hit him with the bye. And sync shit, boy. Fuck you, man.
You sound like you sing that in the shower, man.
Maybe I do.
The perfect acoustics.
Maybe I do, gang. Shit.
Can I ask y'all a quick question?
Yeah.
What's up, dog?
Looking at the situation, right? Because Nate was talking like some real good shit about the quarterback and our opportunity to move up, and it may not be there. And then we might have to go with those two, right? Do you guys think at that point it's 100% that the defensive line has to be the unit that gets us the wins this year? Because I mean, we already got Kuntz, Christian and Max on there, right? And then we got the first rounder coming back his second year, Ty and Wilson, right? Does that have to be the unit, bro, that gets it done for the Raiders, or is it gonna be another way?
Like if our offense,
no, it's gonna be the defensive line all the time. If you don't get pressure on the quarterback, you ain't winning games because you ain't stopping them.
But I mean, do they have to be like not just getting pressure? I mean, do they have to be like 1, 2, 3 top unit in the league for this team to be a successful team, not just do their job and I mean, like.
Oh no, they gotta step up their game. I'm sure that I'm sure Wilkins is coming here not to sit on his thumb, bro. I'm pretty sure he wants to come here and progress. That's why
he said he came here because of Max Crosby.
Yeah, he wants to come and play with somebody who's got the same kind of wanting and motor he's got. So in that aspect, I'm expecting him to come here and wanna show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
He doesn't seem like he doesn't. He's not having the attitude of, well, I'm just come over here and make some money.
No, not at all.
It wasn't like Marcus Peters. You know what I mean?
No,
Oh, and
not at
just
all.
for the record, I guess Brandon Bolden. We don't have Brandon Bolden no more. He is a free agent. Thank God.
so yeah.
Yeah, thank God.
But to your question, Jack, like, I mean, yes, we're banking on the defensive line to be the strength of the team. I mean, it looks to be on paper to be the strongest unit, and hopefully they play like that. But like, is our team live or die by the defensive line? I mean, there's still pieces outside of that on the defense side of the ball. I mean, I think our linebacker core is decent. I mean, with Spillane and Diablo emerging, I thought he did okay in his third year. I mean, he could get better. We might draft another. I think the time is now. I think we're going to draft another guy this year, true linebacker. Whereabouts, I'm not sure, but we'll see. But our secondary is young and hungry. I mean, we lost a Meek. That sucks. Thank you for your services. All the best. But we got young guys like Jack Jones, who I have a very glaring endorsement for. I think he can be the next great Raider cornerback and the guy we've been looking for the longest time to shore up that side of the ball. Nate Hobbs is a very good nickel / money backer, and I think I love what he does and what he brings to the table. Jacorian Bennett, look, I'm going to be looking for second-year progress from him, and I want to see more from him. I mean, there was times when he played decent the start of last season, but there was also times when, and I think this might be to why he got benched, is that lack of effort. Like, when you're seeing him jogging on the field, and I brought that point up a few times where he's getting burnt on a catch and run. The dude's got 4.3, 4.2 speed, and he's just jogging behind the guy, getting away from him for another 10 yards. It's like, come on. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel like Marcus Peters rubbed off on him a little bit.
Right.
Exactly.
So I want to see a second-year progression from him. And our safety tandem of Trayvon Morig and Marcus Epps, I thought they played very well as a duo. One of the better duos we've had at the safety spot. And we got a depth guy in Polamalu. So there's guys on defense that, it is the strength of our team, but like we can, if they don't show up, so to say, it's going to hurt us, yes. But like, I don't know, maybe to your point, might be live or die. Offensively, though, I think we're on paper, we're looking a little weak at the moment. And to your point, we're going to need to find some pieces there. And look for guys to emerge. Like, I mean, I talked about Mumford, hopefully emerging as that third-year guy. But I'm looking at Michael Mayer. That tight end room is looking glaringly weak at the moment. I mean, yes, Michael Mayer, there was a lot of hype before the draft with him. There's a lot of potential there, and I've said it myself. And he showed some things in his rookie season, but at the same time, he hasn't really solidified that he's the guy to sail off into the sunset with yet. You know what I mean? By the numbers, he didn't have that many receptions and yards last year. So, I'm just saying, like, we need two more guys, to your point, 2 or 3 more guys, especially in offense, to emerge. Got you.
And can I one more quick question for you, bro? So if we were to add one more defensive, one of those dogs that I was asking, because I'm on the defense for some reason. If we were to add one more dog on defense, what position would you add it at?
Linebacker.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
I think we're missing that safety. That fucking Morg's nice. He's still kind of young. We're still trying to figure it out. At Epps, I'm not really happy with what I saw last year. I think if we could upgrade right there, that's to the next level. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Spillane needs some help, no doubt. He got Diablo, and it kind of everybody else kind of falls off after that. But
we need a corner. I think we need a corner.
I was gonna say the same thing, Pizzle. I feel like the Raiders should be all in on trying to get a trade for Jair Alexander. I think Jair Alexander is out of Green Bay. After the season was over, he made a post on social media pretty much saying farewell to Green Bay. The Raiders, like, I love Jack Jones, dude. But, this might not be a popular opinion, but if you can get an elite corner, dude, like Jack Jones ain't a number 1 corner. He might be a number 1 corner for us. But if we had a pure shutdown corner, and had him to complement that, and then have Nate Hobbs in the slot, dude, our defense goes to the next level. You know what I mean? But we need a shutdown corner. If the Raiders can find a way to pry Jalen Ramsey, I heard people talking about that, even though I don't think that's realistic because the Dolphins just got him. You know what I mean? But you know, Jair's out there from all the reports that I've read and from his social media post. If I was the Raiders, dude, bro. I would be on Jair.
It's just those number one corners that they always cost a premium, and
that's
if
fine.
I'm gonna pay them,
and they deserve it. Jair deserves to get paid.
If I'm gonna pay those premiums, I want to go up front and fix these trenches, because if we can affect the pass up there like that, we could have.
You guys are sleeping on Diablo, dude. Diablo's good. I feel like Luke Masterson's really underrated. I think Luke Masterson's going to be really good for us.
Diablo's always hurt.
I get it, bro. I get it, dog. I get that he's hurt, but
Luke still lost out there in coverage. He's a special teams guy.
There's no like big time linebackers that are available for us to get right now. Like Jair's a guy that's been rumored to get traded. Like I could understand if one of these top linebackers, there was rumors about him, I'd be like, yeah, let's go get a linebacker. But our only chance of getting a top linebacker is us to go out in the draft and hit on one, because there ain't no.
Let's
top
just
linebackers.
draft a linebacker who plays linebacker, right?
Yeah, I know. If we're going to draft the goddamn linebacker, stop drafting safeties and shit and put him at linebacker.
Yeah.
Well, do you trust AP to just do you trust AP's selection in linebackers? I mean, of course, we're going to see.
He's a former linebacker. I'd hope so.
Well, he was the one who turned our linebacker core last season, which I thought was a very glaring weakness on paper.
And they were
actually
a
point of strength. He was the linebacker coach. So
our linebackers are probably our best unit.
I think he would be if anyone's going to find us a linebacker in the draft, then nobody better, in my personal opinion.
I'm not saying Masterson's fucking great and we can't move on from that. I'm just saying I think Masterson's going to be good for us, dude. He's still a young player and shit. People are shitting on him. Masterson is actually one of the linebackers over the last decade that actually made plays like interceptions and shit for us, dude. Like, that never happens. Like, everybody was shitting on Amik in his first year or two as well, and then towards the end of his contract, everybody changed their tune on Amik Robertson, bro. Motherfuckers act like Masterson was a high draft pick. Masterson was an undrafted free agent.
He was a
converted safety, bro. Like, I feel like a lot of people are too quick to judge, bro. Like for being an undrafted free agent, dog, he looks like he might pan out to be something in the National Football League. Will he be a fucking great Hall of Fame gold jacket player? I'm not saying he is, but I think Masterson will be a good player in this league from what I've seen.
Nobody's asking him to do this, that, and the third. I mean, like I think he's good at what he is, a rotational guy. I mean, there's no secret he's been my guy since the jump, but I've never said he's all this and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate him for what he is, and you need players like that. Players who are depth guys, players who are there in rotation, or, if they need to jump in, like to start because somebody's hurt or someone needs a breather, he can do that. You know what I mean? Like, we need a fourth, fifth stringer, and that's what he is. You know what I mean? Like, we can still find better in the draft. I hope so. But, like, you need guys like that across the board at every position. Guys who are your second or third string, but can be good at that role. Yeah. Not necessarily a good starter. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate him for that.
He's better than that Dion
So do you
Butler.
guys remember
dude, he was
when?
trash. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Derek.
So you guys remember when Aldon Smith was getting all them sacks over there for the Niners before we brought him over to the Raiders?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they had that guy. They had that guy in the middle named Justin Smith, the Cowboy.
Yeah, the defensive
pressure
tackle
up the middle. Yeah, the guy that put the pressure all up the middle and pretty much allowed Aldon Smith to get all of those sacks.
Yeah.
So if we can get that kind of pressure out of Wilkins, we're gonna the corner, the outside rush is gonna feast. Let me just say that. If we can get that kind of push up the middle, it's going to be over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Tyler Hall's a free agent, too. Somebody told me that we have Tyler Hall. Tyler Hall's a free agent. The only corners that we have that are actually under contract is Jack Jones, Nate Hobbs, Jacorian Bennett, and fucking Sam Webb.
Yeah, I can see going corner at 13. It's not out of the realm. I'm not trying to.
I gotta see. That's why I gotta start doing my research. Like, is there even a corner that's worth at 13? Shit, I don't even know.
Oh yeah, there's some.
We'll get that dude Kool-Aid. Get that dude Kool-Aid.
boy Kool-Aid.
He's not even the best one on his team. I think it's
No,
McKenzie.
it's the other guy.
Him.
Yeah, the other corner.
McKenzie, yeah.
I want to draft that cocksucker
Newton.
that broke the combine record, bro, for speed.
Xavier Worthy.
Newton,
I want him.
That's the right receiver. Yeah.
Yep, I want him, dog.
The white corner. What's his name?
Oh
Sean?
yeah, they do have a white corner
He's
that
a
went
baller,
fast
bro.
as fuck too.
He's a hitter, bro. He's a baller. I can see him being a Raider
That
too.
shit's dope. Let's see fucking you because you don't see. I don't think there's one white corner in the NFL, dog. This dude's about to be like a first round pick.
Not since the
Seahorn.
What's his name? Jason Seahorn.
I don't know his name.
Yeah.
But like you don't really see like hey, that's why I fuck with Harrison Smith, bro. That dude's a fucking beast. Dude, he's been on the
Vikings,
fucking he's been on the Vikings for like 2 decades, old ass motherfucker.
Yeah. I like the way he plays. He's a goon.
Yeah, he's a goon. He's old as shit now though. But anyways, so what was the topic we was on? Because I know Jack Bauer asked the question. All right, we'll move on. We was talking about Bilal Nichols. Bilal Nichols ain't worthy of talking about though. We'll talk about Amik Robertson, man. I always loved Amik Robertson. I always thought the defense played a lot better when Amik Robertson was on the field. Turnover machine. And dude, he's gone. Goes to Detroit. It's another playmaker in our secondary that's gone. So we'll let Jack start. Go ahead, Jack. How you feel about the departure of Amik Robertson? I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't like it because I think he kind of was part of that new Raider culture, that new breed, that new secondary, that I think we were putting together with these guys, man, bringing them all back. And I think he was a vital part of that, man. But, it's like every good team, you can't keep all the pieces. But, for the amount of money that he got over there in Detroit, I don't think we could have got him back for that, man, to be honest with you. But, man, more power to him. But, man, I wish we could have kept him. I wish we would have kept him, dog, really.
Hell yeah. Huge part. He was a huge part of some of those games we came back in. All of those games, but actually, I can't think of a play, the time he didn't make a play where it didn't help us out and we won the game. Not specifically because of him, but just him being a dog and just him being out there, just playing with heart and hustle. It's you can't ask for anything else. Yeah, it's too bad. Lions got themselves a hell of a player. I could see him fitting in real nice over there with Dan Campbell and them. Same kind of gritty personality. I could see him getting settled in Detroit down there, and they're a pretty good team as well. So I hope they take care of him. Go beat the Niners up a couple times or something.
Well, yeah, he was definitely a ball hawk, and he actually causes the contagiousness of wanting to go out there and want to get turnovers.
Yeah, contagious. Yep.
Make people want to go out there and actually want to, show each other up. Want bring competition is what I seen him actually bring last year. It's hard to say goodbye, but he's got to go on and make his money. Can't be mad at him. And he's going to a team that has a, possibly better chances of going somewhere than we do right now.
Look, I went from being one of the loudest critics in the room at the start of last season. I wanted him gone. I didn't think he deserved a spot on our roster. Pre-season last year, I thought there was young cats there that outplayed him. We kept him, and I went from being a heavy critic to an advocate for Amik. Like, he proved me wrong. I felt like in his first 2 seasons, it wasn't too great. But like I keep saying, and this will be the last time I say it about Amik, like, for what he learned to do in his 3rd season, for every punch that he takes, he learned how to punch back. And that's something I learned to appreciate more and more with Amik. I mean, he takes his licks, he has his bad reps, but at least he comes back and does something to nullify that. You know what I mean? Whether it's an interception, whether it's a pass deflection or a fumble recovery for a touchdown, like, he made plays. And I appreciate that from Amik. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Good luck with your future endeavors. But yeah, this is the end of the road. Sad to see him go. And a guy who, again, I'll look back on, and if his time with the Raiders was more good than bad, and he did some things, I'm going to look at that and appreciate that. So thank you, Amik. All the best.
I think a lot of it came down to he was a slot corner, right? Like you can play him, every now and then on the outside, but Nate Hobbs is a slot corner. And that's what I think I said this like last year, maybe the year before, is the Raiders are going to have to choose. Do you want to keep Nate Hobbs or do you want to keep Amik Robertson? And the Raiders they ran the outside corner role on Nate Hobbs' project, and it didn't look very good. They put him back at slot corner, man, and he looked like himself again, right? So I think they know what Nate Hobbs' strengths is, and it's the slot. And Amik Robertson is primarily a slot corner. You had to pay Amik Robertson, and the Raiders chose to keep Nate Hobbs over Amik Robertson. You know what I mean? And I think really what it came down to is that right there, it's they had to choose between those two guys. So it sucks. Amik Robertson, I've always been, super high on Amik Robertson. I always thought, because I have watched his tape, right? Like when we drafted him, I didn't know too much about him. Like I don't watch college, so I watch highlights and shit. And dude, that
especially
fool was,
like Eastern Louisiana, like what the
bro,
fuck?
that dude was clamping, bro.
Louisiana Tech.
Yeah,
right.
Louisiana
That's
Tech,
what
bro.
it was,
They were their teams were putting they put a 6'7" tight end on him, bro, and he put that tight end in a box, dog. A 6'7" tight end, dude. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, this dude might be something. So, I've always liked him. Like a lot of people used to beat him up all the time because he would get burned. Oh, he's out there getting burned. He's out there getting burned. Shit, every cornerback in the NFL gets burned. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, do you like Afakasi said, he said it perfectly, dude. Like every time that he gets punched, he'll punch back. He'll get burned, but he'll go out there and at some point in that game, he's gonna make a play. You know what I mean? He's gonna get his get back, right? Get back, right? So same thing with, remember when fucking Jerry Jeudy had beat him and he called him little and shit, and then fucking Amik Robertson just completely put him in a box. Roddy Ricch got him to fumble, all that shit, right?
Ended his career. That's the day he ended his career.
You're right.
Been the same since.
Remember when Steve Smith went off on him, dog? Steve Smith went off on Jerry.
Just
Jeudy,
another
bro.
guy. Another guy.
Bro, he
When
went
they call me
off
and ask
on
if they're
him.
going to trade for you, I call him. I tell him no. He's just Jag.
Just another guy.
And it's fucked up, dude, because Jerry Jeudy was my second receiver that I wanted out of that draft. I didn't even want Ruggs, dude. I didn't want fucking Ruggs. I was worried about getting another Darius Hayward-Bay. I didn't want Ruggs. But I wanted CD, I wanted Jerry Jeudy, and then it would have been Henry Ruggs. But I still wish we would have got CD Lamb. All right, so fuck it. Let's get into the signings, guys. We'll fucking hit it right on the head, right off the bat with the biggest signing, motherfucking Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle, Miami Dolphins, top five defensive tackle. Oh, we didn't talk about Jacobs, huh? Yeah, you're right.
No, sir.
How y'all feel about Jacobs?
Off, my bad.
No, you're good. I'm glad you reminded me, bro. I smoke a lot of trees, my man. I'm glad. That's
Hit him up, Pizzle.
Tell us how you feeling about the departure of Josh Jacobs. He's down there on the bottom of the screen right now, too.
Oh, we got to just fucking change it off.
Me or you want to?
Yeah,
ask Jack?
Go ahead, Pizzle. How you feeling about the departure of Josh Jacobs?
Well, I'm actually surprised,
right,
to be honest. I thought that from what AP was talking about, he really liked him, and I thought he was for sure going to bring him back. So I'm actually surprised. But on the other hand, with the kind of money he wants, I'm not very surprised. So I understand that he's on a limited time, and he's a running back, and he needs to get his loot. He did a great job for us. We got one solid good year out of him not being injured. He put out other good years, yes, but 1,000 yards isn't really that many yards a game. if you go and look it up. So, I wish him the best of luck, and we'll see him when we see him in 4 years.
Do you think we should stay away from Alabama players from now on, or?
Yeah, it's getting to be like that.
He's asking him that because Pizzle likes Alabama.
Yeah. Well,
I hate him, bro. Every time we go dip in Alabama, nothing good happens.
Yeah, well, there's nothing I
So
can say
Alabama's
about
about
that.
to be shit. They ain't got Saban no more.
Yep, they're done.
Henry Ruggs, Leatherwood.
Well, Ruggs was good, but he fucked up. So that's another story. He's not a horrible player.
Well, Jacobs is a good player, but he's kind of a
diva.
He's kind of a rogue player. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, motherfucking Jacobs didn't give no farewell to the nation either.
No, well,
he left talking some shit. I didn't like that very much.
He wanted to go somewhere where they appreciated him. He said.
He said, why does it always come down to the players being loyal? Like the organization ain't at fucking fault for not being loyal.
Yeah.
Well, man, you just woke up yesterday. Like he was born yesterday, man. Everybody know what time the NFL is. You thought you was finna come and change how this shit works?
Right?
Come on, bro. You either took the money the Raiders was gonna give you, or you took the money Green Bay was gonna give you, man. That should be all. You got the shit tatted on you, man. You ain't got a bad mouth us on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about loyalty and this and that, man. At this point, it was money, bro. It was money, bro. You're a running back. They don't pay all that much. It wasn't like you was playing every game, every down. You was in there all damn time.
He's been hurt every single year of his career except one.
You were hurt. So, man, what you want? You talk about loyalty, like, dude, you got paid when you played.
Right.
That's how much they owe you, bro. They owe you your check. You know what I'm saying? They paid you that. So come on, man. So my opinion actually about him leaving, I thought they would have been able to work something out. But the fact that they didn't, I'm not even tripping on it because I think Zamir White, bro, is ready to take that shit. I'm not saying he's better, but you got to think about the pedigree of Zamir White. It ain't like he came from a slouch program. He was a good running back in his own right coming out of Georgia. So let's see what he got. I wasn't too high on him his first year. He looked like he didn't know what the hell he was doing, but it seemed like he kind of got a little bit better. Maybe he learned from Josh, perhaps, who knows? But I'm looking forward to what Zeus can do this year, man. And if we add another dynamic back with it, I don't mean like an Amir Abdullah. I mean like somebody that can really, really add something. Then you really got a running back by committee. But right now, I don't consider this a running back by committee. I just think right now you just got Zeus White and a bunch of others. So I still think the Raiders need to kind of do something there. But as far as Jacobs, bro, I'm not really worried about it, bro. Really not worried about it. Not at all.
Do you mind if I have a take next?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, look, I get all those negatives that you highlighted in that. For me, like, the way I want to look at it is this. Like, his Raider career is over. All right. And for the most part, was he productive? Yes. I mean, did he give us some good years? Yes, for the most part. So I want to look at that now that his time is finished and appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we weren't going to pay him the bag that he was chasing. And to be fair to Jacobs, like, no matter what happens from here with Jacobs, he could have another All-Pro, 2 All-Pro seasons. He's not going to get another opportunity to make this much money because he's going to be deeper into his career and teams are not going to pay a running back who's had that much tread on his wheels, despite the productivity, another contract like he's gotten now. So this is his one shot, and he went ahead and took it. Can I be mad at him for that? No, I'm not. Thank you for your services. All the best. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that. Like, he's the best first-round draft pick we've had in the last 5-6 years. I mean, think about all these other cats with perspective that we drafted in the first round that amounted to nothing, nada. And we want to cut down a guy who's actually done quite a lot for the Raiders in his 5 years with us. Like, I don't believe in that. I'd rather look at the positive and appreciate the good things that he did. And I think he did enough good things to warrant that. So thank you, JJ. All the best. It's time to move on, I guess. So let's see what Zamir's got, right? Or someone else.
I mean, It sucks, dude, because I've always been a huge fan of Josh Jacobs. It pretty much puts a stamp on the Khalil Mack trade. He was the last piece of the fucking draft capital that we got from Khalil Mack. Because if I'm not mistaken, we got Damon Arnett and we got fucking Josh Jacobs with the picks that we acquired for Khalil Mack. So that trade is pretty much finalized now. But at the same time, like I wouldn't say I'm surprised this happened, because they had Telesco at the combine, I think, and he was talking about like you got to have a running back by committee. You can't just have one guy that runs for all these yards and does that. You have to have 2, 3, 4 guys. You know what I mean? And that's when I was like, oh shit, dude, they're talking about that running back by committee shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, what was it, a week later, like 2 weeks later, like, all right, Josh, sorry, bud, but you got to get up out of here. What up, we the people? But it sucks, dude. It sucks because at the same time, though, like, I don't want this to sound too negative, but it might. Is Antonio Pierce selling snake oil to Raider Nation? Because, I mean, he had said Josh Jacobs was the heart and soul of the Raiders, and this, that, and the third, and we go through Josh Jacobs and all that, and I mean, you couldn't fork up 12 mil. I mean, I didn't want to pay him 12 mil, but 12 mil is not a terrible number, and if he was the heart and soul of the team that you claimed he was, why didn't you fork up the 12 mil? So, I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? I think it sucks that he's gone. I honestly feel like Josh Jacobs, we were last year, and I feel like every time we had Josh Jacobs, if he didn't have a good game, dude, we weren't going to win the game. You know?
Well, the Raider way isn't really running back by committee, dude. I mean, we had Marcus Allen. You know what I mean? That's not the Raider way. We've had, you know what I mean? We've always had a single back guy, you know? Always.
I'd be all for. Sorry.
Go ahead, Al-Bakassi. My bad.
I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead, bro.
I mean, I was heavily critical last season about this whole running back by committee concept. My objectivity to it was that, like, it's not necessarily the notion of a running back by committee, but we got to have running backs that we have faith in that can give us a decent running back by committee. And if we moved on from Josh Jacobs last season, we had nobody who has solidified like that can be decent. I mean, Zamir White hadn't emerged yet. He had to do that the last quarter of last season. So, you know, if we're going to run with running back by committee, at least Zamir has shown that he can play the last quarter of the season. Can this be the consistent moving forward? Time will tell. I'm hoping so. You know what I mean? But we still got to wait and see. But if we're going to have other running backs in the room and run this running back by committee, then we've got to have something to be faithful about. And to be honest, I don't have a whole lot outside of what I saw from Zamir in the last quarter of last season.
Zamir, Sincere, Amir.
Right. 1,600 yards. What was it? 600 yards and 16 touchdowns? Yeah, okay.
Hey, they're preaching running back by committee. We about to get one, gang. Don't let them start hanging their hat on that.
Yeah. I think you got to go out for, if you can. You don't try to go out for a running back for a committee. If it happened like that, then you lucked up. Think you go out and try to get you a home run hitter, man. What are we here for?
You out of pocket.
I think you try to go out and get you a guy that can change the game, man, if there's one out there. But, you know, you try to you fill your roster up, and if you got to run by committee, you can. But I don't think that's something you intentionally do. That's just me. I think you always try to look for a guy that can run that ball, man. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see if this works. But, I mean, you got to think about it now. How much of a step does the offense take back now that we don't have a Pro Bowl running back and we don't have a quarterback? You know, so now we, instead of one step, we took one step back. You know what I'm saying? We still got to fill that void. But like I said, he had to go get that money, bro. He wasn't gonna get, like Afakazi said, he's not gonna get no more money. After this, his salary's gonna go down and down. So it was either the Raiders or the Packers, bro, and they did it. But could they have paid him? I'm sure. I mean, what they just freed up for 4.5 from Jacoby. They could have gave that on top of that, and that would have saved them already for at least a year, right? So I don't think AP is controlling the numbers like that. I think they really, really keeping it separate. Like, look, so let's go. You handling the shit. AP, we gonna try to get what you can, but I think if it was up to AP, really, really up to AP, he would have gave Josh Jacobs that money, bro. But I don't think AP really has like all the power like that. You know what I'm saying?
Are you telling me he's not John Gruden?
There you go.
But what about the? I mean, we're talking about like we could have paid him $12.5 million this year, or whatever it might be. But like, I don't think it is that. It's more the longevity. I mean, how many years is he going to get paid that with the Packers? What is it? 4 years?
It's a 4-year contract with a 1 year.
Exactly. We weren't going to give him a 4-year contract. Like we could have given him that maybe for 1 or 2 years, but I don't believe we were going to give him a 4-year contract, guaranteeing him as much money as what they did. I don't think it's the money for 1 year or 2 years. It's the longevity of it, which is why he left and took the bag with the Packers.
But they got an out to cut him after 1 year, don't they?
Yeah, they could just keep it. It could just be a 1-year rental for Josh Jacobs.
He's talking about teams wanting him and loyalty. You see how the Packers did Aaron Jones. Like, what the fuck you talking about loyalty? And
right,
they're gonna do the same thing to you next year when you don't fucking produce like you're supposed to. And
when you miss your prototypical 4 to 6 games. Anybody else got anything to touch on the departure of Josh Jacobs besides he definitely qualifies as once a Raider, always a Raider, unlike Derek Carr. He can go fuck himself. But, you know, he definitely qualifies as once a Raider. Hey, you're on gang. But, you know, he qualifies for that. You're fucking, so does Amik. So does Illuminor. Bilal Nichols, I don't know about all that. But, yeah. Anybody got anything else to say about Josh?
He's been trolling us since
what up, Ocho?
He's been kind of fucking with us and kind of like, you know what I mean? So I liked what he did on the field. I'm not gonna miss all that shit. So see you later.
Yeah, last
I'm
year.
just gonna look at production.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Last year's production was way down from the year before, man. Everybody, and you know,
the only running back in NFL history to lead the league in rushing. In the next year, that motherfucker have a game with negative rushing yards.
A minus yard game, you know. How do you have a minus yard game, bro?
Yeah, but that offensive line was blocking track. Like, that was the worst run blocking offensive line I'd ever seen in my time as a Raider fan.
He was also like 30 pounds overweight.
Hell yeah, that boy came in fat as hell, boy, on gang.
Yeah, he said he was working out. He's working out on the couch with some Twinkies.
That motherfucker came in looking like Trent Richardson, boy. Fuck you mean. Remember when we got Trent Richardson? You know the Raiders was lost and we brought in Trent Richardson. Like, bro, what the fuck is we doing, dog? We that goddamn desperate? Yeah.
You thought Zamir White couldn't hit a
right?
What do you say about Zamir White in the
he would run into a light pole in the middle of the desert.
You think Zamir White was bad up until the last quarter last season? Trent Richardson took that to a whole new level.
And the joke really comes from the fact, I mean, for people that don't know, is there's no goddamn light poles in the middle of the desert. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, it'd be hella hard to run into one anyway, just a single light pole. And it's like, oh, there ain't even no goddamn light poles in the desert. Yeah, he's terrible, dude. I mean, well, I'm not going to say. He looks like he might be, Zamir White might turn into something. I mean, I hope he proves me wrong. I was just giving y'all my my analogy of him when I very first said him, like, dude, that dude is trash, bro. Like, that dude, this is the dude you've been saying, Zeus, the dude who's been fucking literally trying to hurt his offensive lineman for the last 4 preseason games. That dude's trash, bro. Like, there's no fucking way.
Does he fit the running scheme that we're going to run, the zone blocking scheme? Does he fit that better than the power scheme? I mean, these are all the things that we got to know, right? We got to figure out what scheme he's good at and be running that. Or he's got to figure it out. Whatever he's got to do during preseason, they got to figure this and get this timing out ready.
Well, shout out to the 50, hit the like button. We're going to move to the signings, man. We're going to talk about Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
The Raiders got a top 5, top 4 defensive tackle in the National Football League to team up with a top 5, top 4, top 3, depending on, you know, where haters put, Max Crosby. I feel like he's probably top 3
Yep.
defensive ends in the game. The Raiders are probably the only team in the NFL now that has 2 of the top 5 players at their respective positions on the D-line. There's not too many other teams that have that. The Niners, they do have Hargrave and Bosa, but Hargrave's more like top 10. He's not as good as Wilkins. But we'll let Jack Bauer start, man. How do you feel about the addition of Christian Wilkins? Obviously the Raiders have been in desperate need of a defensive tackle and forever. And yeah, man, Max Crosby gets some much needed help with some interior push in the face of the opposing quarterback.
A lot of people might disagree with this one, bro. But I say this is 10 times bigger signing than Devontae Adams.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I feel like a few things, man, you kind of nailed on. One, you got a guy who will be the greatest Raider of all time in Max Crosby, who's going to be playing with him for the next 4 seasons, most likely, 3 to 4 seasons, causing hell on that defensive line. And they're going to have a lot of sidekicks that's going to come and go, like a Malcolm Koos, like a Tyree Wilson. This defensive line, that's why I asked a question a little earlier. This unit is about to take off and be the best unit in the league. And this is a home run hit. And these are the type of players the Raiders need to continue to build and continue to keep bringing in pillar players. Players, when you get them, you stick them there. They're in your organization for 4+ years. They might retire there, and they kind of personify the culture of your team. That's a home run hit in Wilkins, bro. I can go on and on and on, but it was a position of need, right? And you paired them with one of the best players in the league, man. You can't go wrong with that, bro. Like, to me, that you can add 2 to 3 wins a season just for that move alone. Those are the type of players the Raiders have to keep bringing in, bro. It's real shit. So you asked me about Christian Wilkins, A++. Best signing the Raiders had in probably 10 years.
Raiders, in my opinion, dog, like, the Raiders won free agency, dog, with that signing. Just because, in my opinion, Christian Wilkins was probably the top free agent out there. You know what I mean? And not only did we sign him, dude, the Raiders signed him, dog, but the Raiders already got somebody that is fucking insane in Max Crosby. It's like, now the NFL's looking like, oh, fuck, bro, they got Wilkins and Max Crosby. These boys about to go crazy. Like, motherfuckers, they asked them on NFL game day morning or something, they asked, like, do you think the Chiefs are kind of monitoring the Raiders after, getting Christian Wilkins and establishing, probably one of the better D-lines in football. And all these motherfuckers was hating, nah, the Chiefs ain't worried about nothing. They've won 2 Super Bowls. All right, bitch, you must have not watched them last time when we slapped they bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they might beat up the rest of the league, dude, but they don't beat up on us like that. What the Raiders need to worry about is outside of our division. Because we can beat the Chargers. We can sweep the Broncos. We can beat Kansas City. When we go outside of our division, that's when we start getting our motherfucking ass whooped, dude. We got to start winning against all these other divisions. Once we can start handling our own outside of our division, we're going to be a lot better, dog. And the fact that we have this division that we're in that's so tough, it's just going to continue to make us better. You know what I mean? But, dude, our defensive line is it's nuts now, dude. It's nuts. And if motherfucking Tyree Wilson pans out to be anything, like, dude, we're gonna be in line for probably the best defensive line in the NFL, especially with the way that Malcolm Koons is developed
next year.
Bingo. Yep.
I mean, they I guess Christian Wilkins said he's gonna fucking take Tyree Wilson under his wing too. So we'll see, bro. But I think the defensive line became elite, dude. Like, I think defensive line alone, dude, we're probably top 3 now. I can't name a defensive line with 4 guys on their defensive line that are more talented than the 2 guys that we have now.
Do you think, before the next person goes, my bad, I don't want to cut, but do you think, like, with the addition of Wilkins, you're gonna see less of Max Crosby doing those stunts inside and
nope,
kind of?
I think you're going to see Wilkins and Max Crosby stunt together. I think they're going to put Wilkins and Max Crosby right next to each other.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Number one stunners. What?
That's what they're gonna do, bro. And then once they start double teaming, bro, that's when they're gonna hit them stunts. And it's crazy because Wilkins, he's a defensive tackle dude, but he has the athleticism to play defensive end. You know, so they could fucking, when he does the stunts, dude, he has the speed to get to the outside, dude. It's insane. It's insane, bro, because I've always been a huge fan of Wilkins. When we fucking drafted Cleveland Farrell, dude, we could have took Christian Wilkins. Christian Wilkins has been one of the best, you know, in my opinion, one of the more underrated. Like, he never really got, you know, love for what he's done, like, over the last couple seasons finally, but that dude's always been good, bro. And in my opinion, bro, like, that's probably the biggest part of your defense is having the middle, a defensive tackle and a middle linebacker. I think the Raiders have a very serviceable middle linebacker right now with Robert Spillane. And now that we got a defensive tackle, the interior of our defense should be straight. Like, them runs up the middle that's been killing us for years, that shit shouldn't be happening very, very much more, bro. Like, that shit should be with Wilkins, and he's a good run defender too, dog. It's not like he's just a pass rusher. So
and down type of guy too, right?
Yeah, he's an every down defensive tackle.
They'll definitely free up the linebackers to go in there and make the tackles on the running back is what he'll definitely do. So the linebackers are going to have to step up and fill them gaps because he's definitely going to be taken up too.
Well, see, so I've always told y'all about the numbers game, bro. Like, the offensive line already outnumbers the defensive line by 1, bro, because there's 5 linemen to 4 defensive linemen. So you have to have one guy on your defensive line that can draw a double team. So when that happens, everybody else gets one-on-ones. Well, the issue is the Raiders have had a guy that's been able to draw double teams with Max Crosby, and could nobody else win their one-on-ones. Now you have to pick your fucking poison, dude, because most teams, when they played the Dolphins, they would double team Christian Wilkins. Now, okay, go ahead and do that and watch what Max Crosby does to your fucking quarterback. You know, okay, go ahead and double Max Crosby now and watch what Christian Wilkins does and Malcolm Kuntz does.
Yeah, exactly. Kuntz, that's what I was going to say. Kuntz is going to come on.
It sounds good. You know, obviously, we got to put it on the field, but that's, like, as Raider fans, dude, we know, like, we have the potential to our defensive line being one of the best in the league, bro. That Christian Wilkins shit literally just took our defensive line from being like so-so to being the potential to be an elite, bro.
Oh, definitely.
That's how good he is, bro.
Took our team chances up too, just in general. Like, this
because
is
we all know how bad we needed that.
Yeah, that word. Potential. I hate that shit.
Right.
Don't get it.
Well, that's the thing. It's not potential anymore, right? It's not potential. These are guys that were all solidified their roles, except for
I might be the only one up here who's kind of on the fence still about this, because I think he has some character issues. His first 2 years in Miami were kind of quiet. Last year he had a lot of help around him, so he had a big year. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. He makes a lot of big plays by himself, and he's a great hustle. I'm thinking playing with Max will kind of bring it more out of him even more. But I don't know. I'm afraid of his character issue, how long he'll last in Vegas, and all the temptations out here in Sin City. I'm praying for the best, but I'm kind of on the fence about it. He's a hell of a player.
Has he had any incidents before, like public, like, or any notable?
He's a character, so he's nothing like crazy. But
he's over here making accusations.
No, so yeah.
I'm about to say, I don't think he's ever been in trouble for anything.
I'm gonna let a Raider be a Raider.
He's a little strange, but I mean, most defensive tackles.
Max Crosby's strange too. He goes around calling grown ass men little ass boys.
No, yeah, most defensive linemen are pretty. They're a little more kooky. As bright as us offensive linemen, but I don't know. I'm just kind of I'm on the edge about it. We gave him a lot of money. I want to see how he handles all that money in Vegas. I'm just, I'm kind of reserved about it. I'm everybody's happy, so I don't want to rain on everybody's parade. But at the same time, I'm going at this with caution, just because I know what I want. I know what I want to happen, but let's see if it happens. That's why I hate that fucking word potential.
Isn't it good to see, like, the Raiders actually get a free agent that's actually worth it?
Hella.
Like, dude, how many times did we never get a top free agent that was ever worth it, or we would go out there and pay a free agent and he wasn't worth the fuck? And I'm not going to say nothing yet. Let me go ahead and grab my piece of wood because we keep this on deck. Knock on wood if you're with me. Hopefully Tyree Wilson isn't, I mean, not Tyree Wilson, but Christian Wilkins doesn't, you know, just bust on us, you know, but for the most part, like, we haven't fucking, when we usually pay these guys a lot of money, we get bust. You know, and Christian Wilkins looks like one of them guys we might actually paid that was a top guy that looks like he might be really good for us and might actually pan out.
Those are actually older guys, though, Ben, when we bring them in. Those guys are going to retire. He's not ready to retire yet.
Right.
I'll never forget Javon Walker. Javon Walker still gives me nightmares. We paid that motherfucker almost $100 million, bro, or something crazy. $70 million.
You can't blame Javon Walker because he told Al Davis not to give him that money, and Al Davis still gave it to him.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that, but yeah, that's crazy.
Javon Walker tried to get that money back to Al Davis, and Al Davis would not take it back. That's facts. That's why I can't even be mad at him because he said he didn't earn it. Javon Walker said he didn't earn that money, and he was gonna give it back. Al said, "You take that money."
So I wonder if John Gruden gave his money back. Remember, John Gruden said, "If I don't take the Raiders to the Super Bowl, I'm giving my money back."
Yeah, right. Right. I remember he said that.
And where's that money at, gang?
The Raiders are not going to play for anybody else except for the Aints.
So who didn't touch on Wilkins? Who didn't touch on Wilkins? Go ahead, Afkazi.
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, I'm sick of potential, Nate. But for me, like, it's not potential with Wilkins. I mean, he's 28. He's right in the middle of his prime, and he played like that last season. We haven't had an interior guy to be feared for the longest time. We've had a bunch of who the fuck are they, or they're all right, but that's at best for how long?
I don't mean to interrupt, but it's kind of like the same thing.
Alfredo.
How I've been saying, our defensive line is gonna fix our defensive back kind of room. Their defensive backs kind of helped their defensive line last year a lot too. So that's another point I kind of forgot about. They have two stud corners on the outside of those edges, and the quarterback's got to hold the ball for that much longer, and he's worried about that. And he had a few dogs on the defensive line with him as well. So he had some pieces with him, but. Yeah, my bad, AR. I didn't mean to stop.
No, okay. I get where you're trying to come from. You're saying that, like, maybe possibly his production stems from, like, that other players from other positions on the defense side of the ball were doing their part and had a large part to play in that. I'm hoping that's not the case. Like, I'm going to be honest. I'm only looking at production. I haven't watched knowingly a lot of Christian Wilkins tape. So, you know what I mean? I'm not going to pretend like I know this and that. You know what I'm saying? I can only go by the numbers, and I can only go by the reputation as well as the contract we're paying him for. We're paying him to be that guy at defensive tackle. We haven't done that since the days of Tommy Kelly and Richard Seymour, and I'm hoping he can be that, if not better. I mean, we're paying him to be one of the elite interior guys, which we haven't had since those days. You know what I mean? And if he can provide us even 3/4 what we're paying him to be, then I think that's a big win. You know what I mean? Like, having an interior guy as a point of strength instead of it just being a mediocre spot, or just having guys in there just because, like, bye Lyle Nichols, or, you know, I liked Adam Butler, but, like, he's not a needle mover like Christian Wilkins has the potential to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have, like, an interior guy who on paper should provide us with a interior guy that's going to be a point of strength rather than it just being a mediocre position. And, you know, to your point, like, on paper, it looks like we might have one of the defensive lines to be feared. I mean, we all know what Max Crosby is. There's no reason why he's going to be any different for the next few years, barring injury. You know what I mean? Malcolm Kuntz is only trending upwards. I mean, he may not have even hit his prime. And I think, like, next season, he's going to take another step. There's no reason why he shouldn't, right? I'm looking at Tyree, personally. Like, Tyree, there is no excuse for this guy. Like, granted, rookies get 3 years. You know what I mean? To show progression. And I want to see progression and development, but there's at the same time no excuse for him to be playing his part, not being able to play his part. You know what I mean? So there is that. But I'm all aboard the Christian Wilkins, free agent signing, as well as, like, I like his energy. You know, when he got up to the podium, and the first thing he said when during the presser was he gave the Raiders kind of deal. I mean, how many times have you seen that with guys coming into the room? So, Yeah, like the fact that he wants to be here and he
That
seems to be
shit's
in a
rubbing
passionate
off,
Raider
though,
and he
gang.
to embody what the Raider way is, then cool.
That shit rubbing off, gang. That's one thing that I
And
fuck with
AR,
Antonio Pierce.
he's got the
West
athleticism, he's
Side.
got the twitch, he's got the strength. He's definitely worth the money. I'm not saying
If
that
we
at
wasn't
all.
gonna pay him, gang, somebody else would have.
I'm saying
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
I don't know how he adapts in the new city.
He about to
with
go
the new
crazy,
money.
boy. He's a square booty,
We'll
bro.
see.
He's a square
see.
booty. He was Hunter Renfro's best friend in college, bro. He's a square
He
booty,
is a
dog.
weirdo, bro. He was on some weird shit.
He is. He's just a clown, bro. He's a trash talker like Max Crosby. Look how Max Crosby handles himself in Vegas.
I get all you're trying to say,
Max is
Nate, but
chill.
I think it's unfair to say he's got character issues just because he's a little bit of a weirdo. He likes to talk a bit of trash.
Yeah, Nate tripping, gang. That boy over there making up allegations and shit on players. He said he got off the field issues. This motherfucker ain't never been in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, I just think because he's a clown, you know, he's gonna go
Bro,
out there and get some.
It's a little unfair to say that. You know what I mean?
Vegas
all
is a
bunches of
different
piece of
animal,
shit
guys.
degenerates.
I'm
Don't
telling
worry
you,
about
Vegas is something different. It's not.
He was in Miami, bro. He was in Miami,
Yeah,
gang. Like
Miami.
Miami ain't nothing less than Vegas. What up, Dirty? You act like he was in Green Bay or something, motherfucker. This motherfucker was in Miami.
He didn't have $150 million on him in his pocket, so it's something different, bro. I'm telling you. Let's see.
He
Let's
need
see how he
150
adapts.
million,
I
boy.
wanna
He had
see.
that cake on him regardless, boy. He had the cake on him
112,
regardless.
whatever. He's got some money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think he's
I'm
gonna be good for us, dude. I think he was the
I hope
best
so.
player
Hey.
on that Clemson defensive line when we took Cleve Farrell's bum ass.
Hey, I'll buy all in. It's because if we play the Saints week 1 and we
And he
get a chance
smashes
to
Derek Carr,
slam
breaks his
Derek Carr to
fibula.
the ground. Hey, bro, I'm all in, bro. I'm all in. I'll go buy his jersey.
I'm all in
that
like
same
Pookie
night, bro.
Alzado, gang.
We get to smash Derek Carr the first game of the season.
Yeah,
That'll be a celebration, bitches.
So who else didn't speak on Christian Wilkins?
Gardner Minshew.
Jack Bauer, you talk about Christian Wilkins?
Yes, sir.
Pizzo?
Yep.
Nate? Okay, cool. So we gonna talk about it's time. Motherfucking Gardner Minshew, man. Minshew mania in the motherfucking building, boy. Benter's all in on Gardner Minshew, boy. I'm telling y'all right now, Gardner Minshew's probably the best quarterback that we about to have post Derek Carr, bro. Post Derek Carr. I know that ain't saying much. We had Jimmy Garoppolo, Brian Hoyer, and Aiden O'Connell. But I think Minshew's better than Derek Carr, bro. Dead ass. I'm fucking with Minshew. I'm all on the Minshew train, boy. I'm all on the Minshew train. Raiders going to the playoffs with Gardner Minshew. I'm telling y'all right now, 10 plus wins with Gardner Minshew. The only way he don't have the 10 wins is if we draft a quarterback and he beats out Minshew and that quarterback has 10 wins. But I'm telling y'all right now, the addition of Gardner Minshew, a solid quarterback, is going to guarantee the Raiders 10 wins. If we could have 9 wins or 8 wins, whatever the fuck we had with Aiden O'Connell and bum-ass Jimmy Garoppolo, give me 10 plus all day with Minshew or a quarterback that beats out Minshew. Fuck, it might even be Aiden, bruh. But I'm telling you right now, gang, on me, on 3, Gardner Minshew is about to be Minshew mania in this bitch. You heard? Gonna make Raider Nation go crazy, and it's gonna be the quarterback that's gonna sell out Allegiant, boy. And like, I was kind of negative Nancy, bruh, but like, now that I'm on the Minshew mania train, boy, we out this bitch, you heard? We out, boy. Go Raiders with Gardner motherfucking Minshew, and the porn stash motherfucker is like the perfect fucking fit for Vegas. You know what I'm saying? He like the perfect fit for Vegas, boy. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, yeah, bro, I think it's going to be straight, dude. I think he's a solid quarterback, bro. He's a solid quarterback, and we going to be straight, dog. Gonna be straight. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm confident on Gardner Minshew, dog. He's a perfect That motherfucker's like the poster boy for Vegas. Boy, fuck you talking about.
He doesn't even have the porn stash anymore. He's rocking the Ken Stabler kind of rough and ragged kind of, beard look now. So there's something else to like about him.
Cooler than the other side of the pillow. What did they say?
I mean, come on, gang. We had 9 fucking wins. We had 9 wins last year, right? With two. I mean, I won't say Aiden O'Connell's trash, but we had a trash ass quarterback and a trash ass coach for like half of them bitches. You give me one whole season. You give me one whole season with Gardner Minshew and Antonio Pierce. I bet you we get at least 10 plus.
He's obviously nobody's first choice, but he's a serviceable dude.
He's the best free agent quarterback in my opinion.
He seems like somebody I would love to fucking play for. You know what I mean? I'd love to play with. Pause.
He definitely smokes the tree.
Yeah.
He be blowing down.
Definitely. Yeah, he parties for
he
sure.
Parties
yeah,
for sure. Hit the like button for surely.
Yeah, he's gonna get tested a lot more often.
He strikes me as a heart and grit kind of guy, much like in the same mold as like a Bruce Gradkowski. I made that analogy on my live stream this morning for you, RaiderBen. That's what I'm getting the vibes from with Gardner Minshew, and I'm not right there with you. I'm more excited for him than I've seen. I was for any of these other cats he brought in the room post Derek Carr. I think at the very least he's a good enough guy to give us some kind of competition and maybe be a guy who can be a bridge gap kind of guy. But if he turns out to be better than that,
what up, gang?
You know what I mean? I don't see him being terrible. So yeah, I like the signing. I don't love it. I'm not gonna, I probably don't give him the endorsement you give him, Bentho. But if he can be all that, if he does become,
I'm all in, gang.
Mental mania, cool. I'm not gonna complain.
I'm all in, bro. Like an anoscopy, dog. I'm in that thing.
You sicko.
Ha! You already know, gang. Yeah, I'm fucking with him, dude. Hey, Jack, how you feeling about Gardner Minshew, gang?
Looks like
Jack Bauer look like he nod the fuck out, boy.
No, I'm good.
Looking at the other that thing, boy. Fuck you on,
He was doing a little blunt action.
Nah, but we still on the same topic.
Are we talking about Gardner Minshew?
Oh yeah. Look, y'all. This is like the Band-Aid shit that I'm afraid the Raiders were gonna do.
What up,
He's all right.
Isaiah Porter? What up?
We need better, right? We want against Kansas City. We need a quarterback of the future. We need to do everything we can to move up to get one of the 2 best guys in the draft. If we don't, I'd say we go defense with the pick, but I'm not really sold on the Minshew thing. I still think Aiden O'Connell can beat him in training camp with the full offseason. So to me, that's not really nothing. He's a good backup, but I'm not looking at this signing as okay, we got our quarterback and we ready to go in with Minshew. Hell no.
Hell yeah, boy.
Is it a good signing? I like it. It'll get some cool competition. It'll make some cool preseason games and a lot of training camp shit, So yeah, I like it. But it's not gonna move the needle, man. What we trying to do?
Right.
No.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
Hey, would you rather keep Hoyer and not sign Minshew and keep Jacobs? Hey, Jacobs that money. We just paid Minshew.
Hell no, Hoyer got to get a parrot thing, you're.
Gotta go.
Because we're still paying Hoyer anyway.
The Raiders about to get Michael Penix, dog. Watch in the second.
So we could have gave that $12 million we gave Minshew to Jacobs to keep Jacobs. You're looking at it that way.
I'm honestly feeling that way, dog. I think Michael Penix in the second is going to be the Raiders' move.
Oh,
there's a lot of quarterbacks. A lot of them.
Well, Mike Penix, he can throw. He got an arm, that's for sure.
Yeah, he just got fucked up knees.
He got a lot of injuries too.
He's a lefty.
Yep. We know about that.
Lefty. Yep.
That's why
I like Michael Penix, dude.
That dude's got an arm, bro.
Yeah, that boy got a cannon, gang, on me, dude.
The deep passes, man, are on point. I tell you, we gonna draft him. We need to go and get another speedster or two. We can't just expect.
Go get
Trey
that
Tucker
cocksucker that broke the record, boy. That's who I want. I ain't even gonna hold you. I want that dude.
You gotta go get another speedster out there. You had Trey Tucker, the only fast guy out there catching Mike Penix 70-yard bombs, because Devontae ain't gonna be able to do it. Unless he,
Facts.
Yeah, and the other Jacoby's pretty. He's decent with speed, but that ain't his game to just stretch the field all day. So in my opinion, if we go Mike Penix, we got to get another speedster. I don't care out of anywhere, as long as he's fast and he can catch. You got to put him out there, because Penix got an arm, and unless you're using it, then what you got him for? Stretch the field, But man, I wouldn't draft him at 13. I really wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either. I'd draft him in the second round.
I'd go defense, bro. Y'all disagree, but I would draft the best defensive tackle and put him right the fuck back next to Christian Wilkins.
I would.
So we're giving up on Tyree already.
I'll have him and Kuntz rotate.
Shit, I done gave up on Kuntz already. I ain't gonna hold you. You already know how I feel on. I mean, not Kuntz, Tyree Wilson. You already know how I feel about Tyree Wilson. I feel like he's trash.
Best defensive tackle in college.
Hey,
best
so
one right next to him.
So I've talked to some other people, dude, and they've been telling me that Tyree Wilson's gonna be fucking great, dude. They're like, bro, he's injured. They're like, I'm telling you. I guess they're like, they like watched his game, right? Like, because I was like, how the fuck you know him? He's like, oh, we live out here or whatever. So apparently, they think he's gonna be really good. Because there are some people out there that think he's gonna be really good. I don't watch college football, so I don't know how dominant he was. But from what I've seen from him, and from the Raiders' history of drafting these project players, these guys that were drafted more off potential than, actual production in college, I've seen it one too many times. So it's easy for me to write him off as a bust. But, there's a lot of people, dude, that I've talked to that aren't even Raider fans that say that he might be really, really good. Hope he pans out for that. I mean, I don't know. I don't see it. But
I'm a heavy critic too of Tyree, but at the same time, we saw what happened with Malcolm Kuntz last season. You know what I mean? He finally came out and proved to be better than what I imagined. You know what I mean? So at the very least, I'm hoping that from Tyree by year 3. But still, year 2, if we're going to keep him at interior, I stand by what I said. There is going to be no reason, if our defensive line is firing on all cylinders like they should be with our other players, then there's no reason why Tyree Wilson can't be holding his end of the bargain. So I'm going to be paying close attention to him. And if he doesn't at least show some progression and produce, then I'm right there with you, Jack. We find somebody who can do the job better. But anyways, on that note, I'm gonna get going. Thanks for having me on, Bento. Appreciate you having me on.
See you, brother.
Nate, always good to chop it up with you guys. And Jack, real good to share the floor with you again. Good to see you back, my friend. Afakazi Raider, that's my handle down below. AFAKSI Raider. Just punch that into YouTube and you'll find me. I'm just another Raider content creator, just trying to find my way. Talking Raider football with my guys, Aunt Six and Raider Joe, as well as a bunch of other guys that I associate with, and doing a bit of classic gaming with Raider critiques. So that's where you can find me there. Until next time, take care, gang. I'll catch you on the
flip. All right, Afakasi, be smooth, gang. Peace out. Go Raiders. See, I fuck with Afakasi, bro. I fuck with like motherfuckers from like other countries and shit that are Raider fans. That shit's sick. I mean, we ain't been shit, bro, for hella long. Like, why motherfuckers in other countries be fucking with us?
Bro, that motherfucker's in the future right now. He's in another country in the future.
Right?
He's in tomorrow already.
Hey, you ain't never lied about that.
Shit. We gotta get the lotto numbers for him.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, you ain't never lied about that. That's funny as hell.
What were we talking about?
Getting the lotto numbers from Afakasi.
We was talking about fucking Tyree Wilson.
No, we were talking about Gardner Minshew.
Oh yeah, before that was Gardner Minshew. Yeah.
Gardner. I love it, Gardner. Minshew
I'm all in, gang. I'm all in. Raiders are winning. Raiders are winning 10+ games with Gardner Minshew. Lock it in right now, dog.
I don't even think he's gonna start, bro. I think it's AOC. So
I mean, if Aiden O'Connell beats him out, we're winning 10+ games. Whoever the quarterback is, we're winning. I think Gardner Minshew sets the standard for any quarterback that we have. that we're gonna have, and I feel like he can get us 10 wins with our defense and our talent. As long as we can run the ball, I feel like if Minshew starts as 10 wins, whoever beats him out is 10 wins. Bro, we had 9
I don't
wins,
know.
bro, with a shittier team with shittier quarterbacks.
Nobody knows for sure, right? But I
Shit,
think
I know for
AOC is
sure.
going to come.
Afakasi does. He lives in the future.
No, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Especially.
Afakasi lives in the
Nah.
future, dog. He already knows. He already knows what the outcome is of the game the day
Oh,
before we
shit.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. We're fucked. Yeah, we're fucked, dude. No, I think AOC. He can surprise some people and show up and start throwing some dots. And you know what I mean? I think with the timing and the right coaching, there's still a chance to salvage. He has a good little. He can spin the ball. He can spin the ball. So, it's just did McDaniels fuck him up too much? Is his confidence fucking shook? Is all the talk Raider Nation fucking is it got to him yet? And is he checked out? A lot of those things come into it as well. So I'm not going to say for sure, but I think AOC could still be the man on this team, and Minshew could just be that insurance policy we need, just in case the worst were to happen. But
he's a good bridge quarterback, dude. A stopgap. He'll keep us
no
competitive
doubt
until we have a chance to find our guy.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like if we fuck around and get like a Penix in the second, you know what I'm saying? Like they may fuck around and just rock Minshew for a season and just let him sit. You know what I mean?
It's so that's why it's so that losing Josh Jacobs is so bad because we lost Jack.
Yeah.
Losing Josh Jacobs is so bad because I mean any quarterback we bring in here is gonna need that running game to go along with this new improved defense we got going on.
Yeah, especially if you get a young drafted rookie quarterback.
Yeah, the whole running back by committee thing it sounds nice, right? But when you have a fucking premier running back as Josh Jacobs, you got to keep those guys in the building.
You said
I'm hopeful.
You said the key word right there, dog. He's a premier running back.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. We figure it out, and we got a plan. And Telesco can figure it out. I got question marks with Telesco right now, so I'm kind of still worried about him and the ops coming from the Chargers for 10 years, and he's over here. It's just I'm reserved with him as well, so he's got to show me some more.
Yeah, man, fucking I mean, if you go back and look at Telesco's draft history, I mean, he's hit like in the obvious picks, you know what I mean? But it's like the later round picks that he never hits on. He's not really good with undrafted free agents. But I mean, I would kind of take that because fucking we haven't even been good at just taking the players that were in our lap, and that's one thing he will do. Like if a player's in a lap, he's gonna take his ass. So. I mean, I like his move so far. I mean, I hate that he let Jacobs walk, but I mean, he addressed a position of need for the Raiders that we haven't had in fucking 2 decades. And, you know, if you go back to, imagine if Khalil Mack would have had a dominant defensive tackle. Imagine how good our defense would have been. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm glad that Max Crosby's going to have the opportunity to experience what it's like as a Raider to have a dominant interior force with him. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I think Gardner Minshew was. I mean, didn't he take the Colts to the playoffs last year?
No, they missed it by a game.
Yeah, they missed it by a game. They lost to the Browns by 1 point.
Not bad.
I mean, when Anthony Richardson went down last year, dude, nobody thought the Colts were going to be shit, bro. And Minshew went in there, dog, and really didn't have anybody. That running back, dude, that running back they had was out for the majority of the year, dude. Can't think of
Even
his
with
name.
Richardson, bro, I didn't think they were going to do too much. But Minshew went in there and gave him a little fresh. Yeah.
I mean, he played good for the Eagles too, bro. As their backup.
Yep.
I mean,
He's a good player, bro.
Minshew beat the Raiders in our final home game in the fucking Oakland, dog. He sent the Raiders fans out of Oakland with an elbow, dog.
Remind me. In a hostile stadium, bro. This shit is hostile. We're throwing nachos.
We're throwing shit at Derek Carr and the Raiders on the way out, bro.
Beer, everything, bro. Motherfuckers were ripping seats out of the fucking ground. Fucking, it was crazy, bro.
Because of Gardner Minshew.
Motherfuckers were losing it. Wilding out.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a Gardner Minshew quarterback team, Jacksonville. Even though I feel like the Raiders should have won because when Derek Carr slid, he was definitely sliding in bounds.
They robbed us.
It was definitely in bounds, but the referee said he was out of bounds. I was like, what do you mean he's out of bounds?
That ref was 117 years old. His motherfucker
couldn't see. That shit came in.
He couldn't see straight. Let alone 10 feet in front of him. That shit was, we got robbed, bro.
Call him out of bounds. Make him have to kick a field goal.
Mm-hmm. We showed it on slow motion on the jumbotron at the game that we were losing it, bro. It was.
Yeah, Derek Carr got up with Darren Waller and started throwing up the O and shit. Yeah, shit was wild. Yeah, shit was tough, dude. That was a tough way for the Raiders to go out in Oakland. I mean, I wasn't surprised. I'm like, yep, figures. We get fucked by the refs again.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, it's like, Derek Carr, why fucking wait till you get so close to the out of bounds line to slide, knowing damn well these fools will try to fuck you in the ass. You know what I'm saying, Paul?
I think that was the same year the Cowboys got the index card on us. That was the same year, I think it was. That's
yeah,
crazy.
Probably was. Fuck the Cowboys too. But we got our revenge though because we had them. Them Cowboy bitches are still eating cold turkey because we smacked them on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So we ruined the Dallas Cowboys Thanksgiving, bro. Their fans, because Dallas Cowboy fans look to that game every year because they got a winning record on Thanksgiving, bro, and we fucking crushed they bitch ass. I'll forever be grateful of that, bro. They ask you, what are you grateful for Thanksgiving? We busting the Cowboys' ass. I'm forever grateful of that. Whenever we
that was in Dallas,
bitch
right?
Ass. Yep, it was in Dallas too. They only play home games. They don't never play on the road on Thanksgiving. They're always the home team. Fucking Dak Prescott had a fucking Raiders shirt on with John Madden before the game started.
Yeah, I think he's a good signing. I think, like you guys said, he's going to be a bridge quarterback. If we do bring in a younger guy, we'll see what they plan on doing. The Vikings moving up. There's a whole lot of talk about them not being able to move up, but I don't know. We're going to see who's going to be able to work the magic or not. If it's even worth going up and getting, because if you don't really know who's going to pick who anyway, right? It's all suspicion until the guy comes out.
Yeah, the Raiders ain't trading up for a quarterback, bro. I've been telling you all that. Shit's out. There ain't going to be no quarterbacks worth trading up for, dude. Like, unless they want to trade up to take J.J. McCarthy, dog. Like, fuck that, bro.
I don't think they're going to trade up to get J.J. McCarthy.
If they're going to trade up, they need to trade up for Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, or Drake May. Like, fuck trading up for anybody else. And if you don't get inside the top 3, you ain't getting those dudes. It's interesting to see what Chicago's doing, bro. They still ain't moved on from Justin Fields. That's still on the table for the Raiders right now, too.
It's not like they can.
So if they don't move on from Justin Fields, do they take Marvin Harrison, or do they trade out of the number 1 overall pick?
Well, they got another 9 pick too, right?
Dude, they might trade. They might keep Justin Fields, dude, and trade out of the number 1 pick.
Yeah, and then
get another King's ransom right? Like they did from the Panthers last year.
Yeah, they got the number 9 pick or something too, right?
And you know what that does? That opens the door for the opportunity for the Raiders to trade up to the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, if we want to give them our number one this year, and then maybe something the next couple of years or something, maybe. I don't know. That's what they're gonna have to. You're gonna have to sell the farm, and if it doesn't work out, it's gonna not look good.
There's a scenario where the Commanders move up one and they just swap spots, and the Bears end up taking Marvin Harrison at 2, and Commanders take Caleb at 1.
Yeah, I think they're definitely gonna get Marvin Harrison Jr. I've been saying that all along. They're gonna keep Justin Fields for sure. He just needs talent around him. They don't have any talent around him, dude. I don't care who the quarterback's not the answer. You know, they're more than just a quarterback away. Just like we are.
Try to send Dirty the link real quick. Hold on.
You know, in my opinion, we're more than a quarterback away. But we have way better offensive weapons than Indianapolis had last year.
I gotta take a
so
piss.
I think it should be able to light it up with the wide receivers that we got. You know, we still haven't really touched on that tight end that we got from Cleveland yet, but we still got Mayer, right?
Yeah. I'm good with our tight end room, bro.
He's gonna be sick, dude. He's still, he stayed in last year to help protect the right side of the line because Van Roten and this other dude were fucking it up.
Yeah.
You know,
and there's other holes that we need to.
Definitely, I said, we're more than just a quarterback away from them being ready to win. I mean, that's just one position. Now, hopefully the running back position is taken care of with Zeus, but we haven't seen if he's actually ready to do the whole tilt for the whole year yet. He looks like he's physically capable right now. The guy looks like a beast right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not bought in. I've said it before. Even when everybody was like, "Hey, Amir Abdullah is looking good now," like 4 games, like okay, he did okay, but it wasn't like wow. I still wasn't fully bought in. The O-line got a lot better. That helped him out. We started getting some movement up front. Yeah, that's definitely one of my main concerns right now, considering. Even our head coach, AP, said the heartbeat of our team was Josh Jacobs, and they let him walk out. So I'm interested to see how we respond, how the locker room responds, and who we seek out, because we definitely need another running back, a dog preferably.
Yeah, there should be something in the later rounds from college.
We could find one in undrafted. Yeah, every year it happens. We just gotta
absolutely. Like I said, this guy, who knows what Zeus could turn into if he's his own running kind of running back. He's and that's his thing. Look what Terrell Davis did in his 5 years.
Yeah,
he tore it up.
Yeah,
not saying that's what Zeus is, but if he's good at the zone blocking scheme, if he's a zone blocking runner,
it sucks too. Andre James, he's more of a zone blocker. It's good, Dirty.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Shit. How y'all living?
Oh, smooth. Another day in paradise. Friday.
We interrupt the conversation, man. Continue, bro. I can jump in like double dutch, bro.
Yeah. We just going over the running back situation, kind of the ins and outs
of situation.
What's going to happen, right? How we're going to address it.
Well, we got two running backs.
Well, we got some guys over there in practice squad, I don't believe, as well. But yeah.
You can't be talking about Sincere.
I didn't say his name, bro. You said it, bro.
Hey, I sincerely hope he get his shit together.
Yeah. So we need it, bro. He's reading the back of his eyelids. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack out of there, boy.
He been working, bro.
Like drizzling and shit. Where they got the sunroof. It's like fucking. I feel like I'm on an island.
No,
and
he's
shit.
awake. I thought
You
he
got
was
that
out of
mist
there.
going. You got that mist down there in Inglewood. Got that Inglewood mist coming up off the ocean.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that shit just passed through here. That shit
Oh,
just
it did?
passed. Yeah. That shit just passed. That shit felt nice. It wasn't like a heavy rain. It was just like a nice little mist. Like
mist. Little spray. Little ocean breeze spray.
Yeah, it's that ocean spray. Like the cranberry juice. I like the cran mango though. The cran mango, that shit fire, bro.
I ain't never had that, boy.
Yeah, try that cran mango. That shit
Cran
fire,
grape.
bro.
Cran grape. That shit go.
The
You
cran
gotta get
cherry.
the cran
You got
grape
cran
with the
cherry.
gin.
That's
Get
my
the
shit.
gin with the gin and juice with the cran grape with some ice. Shit.
Man, you get that cran mango with you some motherfucking vodka. Fire.
I want
Fire.
that gin and juice laid back. You know what I mean? Been fucking with that gin. I don't fuck with vodka though. That shit tastes like rubbing alcohol, gang.
I fuck with
Vodka's
it.
not something you can drink straight like gin. Gin and vodka is two things you don't want to drink straight.
I started off drinking Seagram's Dren straight. That's why my liquor game is fucked off. I just drink none of
On gang, boy, I grew up on like E&J brandy and shit, boy. Fuck you mean, Jose
Boy,
Cuervo.
I'm like Jack. I used to get that Seagram's gin because that bottle was off the chain, bro. Like
Yeah.
that
How
bottle,
the design
bro,
on
like,
it and shit.
you could get drunk as fuck and never drop that goddamn bottle because it got so much grip on it.
Yeah,
You could be drunk as shit and never drop that goddamn bottle. That's why I used to drink that shit back in the day, thinking I was Snoop and shit. You know what I mean? The Donald Duck orange juice. Yeah.
That used to get me faded quick.
Tequila champion. That shit.
Yeah,
I
if I
can't
was
do
really
it no more.
broke, I'd just get the Super Sacco, mix that shit with the gin. That's if I'm really broke. They don't even think they make Super Sacco anymore.
I don't even think I've ever heard of it.
Zima, bro. Some Zima.
It's an LA thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You've been deprived. I keep telling y'all, if you wasn't raised in LA, you was deprived of a good childhood.
I don't know.
You stupid.
If you wasn't raised in LA, you don't really know what broke is all about. You don't really know what broke is all about. You okay. You upper middle class wherever you at. You come to LA, you find out what broke really is. You really find out.
It's like two sides: the people that got money and the broke people.
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento was kind of wild. I don't know. I mean, I'm in San Jose now, but
Yeah, I was gonna say I wish I was middle class growing up. Shit, I was broke.
You in Stockton, you middle class.
in the world.
You in Stockton, you middle class.
You wild and Stockton is not middle class.
You come to LA, you middle class.
Nah.
You come to LA, you middle class.
Shit, Stockton
Jack, you see some ghosts?
Stockton is the trenches.
Some aliens? What's up, bro?
Hell yeah, AT aliens and shit. This mother-
He looked up, he closed that shit real quick. Like, what?
Man, I seen all kind of species flying around. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Motherfucking, those are them drones that look like bugs.
Man, it was something. I wasn't fucking with it. I don't know. It was buzzing. I just left
I
it
got
alone.
some Mad Dog 2020 in the fridge too right now.
Oh shit!
I said it last night, man. I'm gonna say it again, bro. It was a mere white 1,000 yards.
Tell you right now, Mad Dog 2020 on ice with Kool-Aid going. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Might as well get some Carlos Rossi.
Shit, I'm cool with. I fuck with that ultra fine one.
Carlos Rossi.
Get
I
you
ain't
some
drinking
Carlos
no
Rock
goddamn
with
water,
the
but I'll
jug,
drink a Mad Dog
the knuckle
2020.
jug, nigga. With just a
Shit.
little loop, one finger, nigga.
$5 a bottle, bro. That's
$5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you niggas don't know what broke is. That shit ain't $5 here.
He
$5
said $5
Never
here.
been $5.
What do you mean?
Shit ain't
It's
never
cheaper
been
down
$5
there?
here. Never. Even 15 years ago, that shit was still $10 a bottle. We ain't
I
never
swear to
had
God,
no $5.
it was
We ain't
cheap, bro.
never
That
had
shit.
no $5 in Colorado.
I swear to God, it was like $5. Was it $10?
For the
It
whole
might have been
handle
$10.
thing?
It was cheap though. It was cheap
Once
though.
again,
Yeah.
come to LA and find out what broke is all about.
Oh, shut up.
Everything here got a price tag on it. God damn it. Even the weather. we pay for the weather more than we pay for anything else out this bitch. That's 100%. You ask anybody.
Half the places out here don't even got air conditioning, bro, because they don't even really get. I mean, they get hot, but they don't. It ain't mandatory like it is in some places where like you
It's
gotta have it.
Mando where I'm at.
Yeah, certain places is mandatory. Arizona, you can't build a new house without putting AC in.
Shit, Vegas, Mando.
Mandatory in Vegas. And when it's hot ass places, Apple Valley is Mando. If you
Shit,
build
Antarctica, Mando with the air conditioner, Mando.
But LA,
Alaska,
it don't stay hot long enough to make it mandatory.
You motherfuckers talking about Boone's Farm in the chat? What kind of grown ass man drinks a Boone's Farm?
Oh shit!
You ain't got nothing else?
Yeah, that was.
Those are like 2%.
Wine cooler.
Yeah. Kool-Aid, yeah.
Those are the shits I used to drink when I was in like middle school and high school and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, shout out to Boone's Farm, bro.
Those are actually they're really tasteful. They just don't have much alcohol.
Man, I didn't got many
The girlies love that shit.
bitches because of that Boone's
Girlies
Farm.
love that shit.
Shout out to Boone's Farm.
Hell yeah.
You gotta get the mics harder. The mics harder. You know, they're fucking around them Boone's Farms. You gotta get the mics harder. Lemonades. What up, Raider Room? Salute, bro.
Shout out to motherfucking Boone's Farm for all the bitches that didn't like nothing but Boone's Farm that I had a chance to have relations with, man. Thank you, Boone's Farm. Thank you very much.
Alizé. What was that coconut one? The Maui coconut Maui one.
The Malibu?
Malibu, yeah.
We used
that Malibu.
We used to drink Malibu with Kool-Aid.
Or you get you some of that Malibu, gin, and some motherfucking Kern strawberry banana juice.
Oh yeah, the Kern slap. I fuck with the Kerns.
Get the Kerns. Fire.
Don't get the Jew mix. That's a knockoff Kerns. It's like JUMEX, Jew mix, and that's some knockoff shit. I tried to get that one time. That shit was ass.
Nah, that ain't for mixing. Nah.
Yeah. You gotta get the pear nectar, boy. That bitch slapping.
I can't stand malt liquor. That's some nasty.
I'll drink the fuck out of some malt liquor.
I ain't never been a malt liquor nigga, bro.
give me some St. Ides malt liquor or some Mickey's malt liquor.
None of that shit, bro. I can't drink none of that. That shit garbage.
That shit garbage,
That shit garbage. Bro.
I'll take that shit back, boy, one time for the one time, gang. I can't even hold you. I'm taking that motherfucker back. Give me a 40-ounce some St. Ides.
That's my shit.
Give me the Mickey's grenades, boy. I'll drink 3 of them bitches. I'll be sitting there for an hour trying to solve a puzzle on the cap, boy. Like, I'll smash 3 of them in a row, bro, and sitting there on my 4th one, dog, spending more time trying to figure out what's on the cap than actually drinking the 4th Mickey's, yo. Fuck you mean? Motherfucker ain't never had a Mickey's hand grenade till you try to figure out the puzzles on the bottom of the cap. We used to sit around campfires, dog. When me and my girl very first got together with her family and shit, bro, we'd sit around campfires and get hella fucking hand grenades and fucking sit there and barbecue and shit on the campfire, dude, and sit there and just play a game trying to figure out these goddamn puzzles all night. like 3 12-packs, 4 12-packs between like 4 or 5 people trying to figure out this shit all night, bro. Drunk as fuck trying to figure it out. It'd be like B, Up, Volcano. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, my turtle don't dig in dirty holes. You know what I mean? My turtle don't dig in dirty holes. We ain't never came out with no mud. You get slapped for that shit.
Got them hermit crabs.
You get slapped for that.
My hermit crab ain't never crawled in no dirty shell, boy. Fuck you, man.
I don't climb in dirty holes.
Filthy hoe. Dirty bitch.
It is Mando that you jump your ass in the motherfucking shower. It is Mando. They used to call me Bather Bitch. You know, they used to call me Bather Bitch. Bro.
Fuck bathing Nate, Bather Bitch, yeah.
I got showers. I got towels, nice fluffy towels. You know what I mean? Nice towels. That good shit, that 300 count, that 300 count. You know what I mean? Not that.
Bitch, I bought my goddamn towels for Bed Bath and Beyond, ho. You know I got
finest
that 300 thread count. That was 300
Terry
thread.
cloth.
I got silk towels, bitch.
That's satin.
You ever been to somebody's house and they got dish rags for you to wash and dry off with? They got dish rags.
Yeah.
I remember I went to jail one time and they gave me a dish
Pillow
rag
cases.
to dry my dick off with. That shit's wild.
Nah, my homeboy, his bathroom dope as fuck.
Yeah.
They don't need towels in this
Get
house,
on,
bro.
y'all. I'm falling asleep. I gotta
All right,
get on.
Jack.
Appreciate
We
you.
pretty
Good to
much
see you,
covered
Jack.
everything,
Shooting
boy.
the
It's
shit,
always
bro.
a pleasure to have you. It's nice to see you again, and you feel me?
Bro.
Stay up, get some
I'll
sleep
tap it
with
with
your
y'all next week, man.
sleepy
Yeah,
ass.
we'll keep in touch.
For sure.
Definitely,
I'll tap
bro.
it with y'all. Yeah,
Be
Go
safe.
Raiders. Be safe.
Raider.
Peace. Raider. Pause, eh? You didn't hit the X button, dumbass. The X button's in your top right. I know he did. See, I'm drunk. I didn't even look. I'm over here looking at my other screen and shit. Trying to finish this motherfucking beer.
Man, it sucks having friends. It sucks. Sometimes it sucks having friends with a lot of money. Because you go to their house and be like, God damn, nigga, you don't need all this goddamn money. You don't need all this goddamn money.
You don't need all this shit.
I got a homeboy. When you step out this nigga's shower, the air comes from the bottom and the top to dry you off. You don't even need no towel. You just stand in this little square. I won't say little, it's about a 4x4 square. And at the top and the bottom, if you just stand there and the sensor pick you up and the air blow like this, 45 seconds, nigga, you dry.
It's the benefit. That's some of the benefits of having bread, dog.
That's the benefits of having money, though, bro. Benefits of having money.
Shit, I got money, but not that kind of money.
I should.
I mean, this nigga shower shoot from the top and all three sides, nigga. Like it just.
Bro, I'll get like 3 or 4 motherfucking leaf blowers, dog, and hook them up to a string, bro, and pull them out.
This is this nigga's guest bathroom. I ain't talking about the main bathroom, nigga. I'm talking about the guest bathroom.
That motherfucker in his main bathroom probably got a jet engine fan, boy. Boeing 757.
I ain't never been in a nigga room.
He probably got that same shit that like water parks have nowadays.
I don't know.
If you go to a water park,
Ain't
like right
nobody
side of
allowed
the exit of
upstairs.
the water ride, right side of the exit of the water ride, they'll have like this thing that'll blow all the water off of you.
Yeah, ain't nobody allowed upstairs at this nigga house. Ain't nobody allowed upstairs. This nigga got the stairs roped off. Ain't nobody allowed upstairs. Nobody.
That boy got hella dead bodies upstairs and shit. You know, rich people are weird, dude. They pay to like see people get knocked off and shit.
Man.
The movies don't be lying, bro. Like the movies like fucking
he's super normal.
They when they watch these motherfuckers kill themselves, like that shit is real.
This motherfucker act like he don't have money. This nigga super normal. He act like he don't have no money. until you go to this nigga house, and then you like, yeah, this nigga got money.
Yeah, I don't like to go around flaunting like I have money either.
Nah, he got normal cars. Just, you know what I mean? You wouldn't think this nigga was paid. He got a normal car, like 3 normal cars.
Yeah, I think you should always have like normal cars, but always have yourself something nice too, though.
But they nice, but they ain't no Lambos, no Bugattis, no Range Rovers. He ain't trying to draw attention to himself.
I got me that Range over there in the motherfucking garage right now.
Nigga still come to the hood in a Honda Civic.
Shit, that's the best way to avoid getting robbed.
That's why I say he don't have all that other shit. You know what I mean? He's like, bro, all that shit do is make you a target. That's all it do is make you a target. So I was like, speak, brother, speak, because
no,
hey,
for the
that's
most
part
part,
of
I just
that's
go
part
out
of the
looking
reason
like your average dude.
I stopped putting speakers in my car because I was getting the wrong kind of attention, like sitting around slapping my shit, like looking around at the stoplights, like oh shit, I'm too old for this shit now. On top of that, but it was just too much attention. Like, nah, I gotta chill out.
Oh shit, nigga, I hear you, bro.
No, you're right. I stopped listening to my speakers too because I got 215s. I really hardly ever even slap anymore.
Slapping, I used to slap everywhere. Just
like now, if I go through if I go through like a little car meet or something, I'll slap it. For the most part, I don't listen to that shit no more.
Shit, I really stopped going places after nigga tried to carjack me at the gas station.
You gotta keep. That's why I gotta keep that burner on you, gang. Keep that Keep that fuerte.
I had it, but I ain't even gonna lie. He had to draw on me. You know what I mean? So it wasn't no reaching for it.
Oh, you had to give it up? That's tough.
Nah, I wasn't giving up the car, nigga. I was not giving up the car, bro. Told the nigga he was gonna have to shoot me. The nigga pulled the trigger, the gun jam, nigga. I hit the gas, took the fuck off. Catch me if you can, nigga.
That's rock. Drag your bitch
not
ass.
Giving up
Let's
my
get
fucking
it.
Car.
That boy's shirt stuck in the door, getting dragged to the white meat.
Shit. Hey, I would have just got shot, bro, but I wasn't giving up the car. What? I wasn't.
You got to put one in his temple for some shit like that.
I know now. I know better now. Just give up the goddamn car.
I keep my shit down at all time, but as soon as I'm at a red light, that bitch come right up on my lap. I don't trust nobody. Allegedly.
You can get away with that.
I can't get
away with that. You ain't never got a DWB.
Oh no, yeah, I ain't never been in trouble. Like, yeah, I agree with that.
You ain't never got a DWB, driving while black. You've never got one of those.
Nope, never had one of those. I'll admit to that.
You'll never get one of those. You'll never get one of those.
But yeah, usually I just leave it on the floorboard. But whenever I'm at a stoplight, that bitch coming up. That bitch coming up for real. At a stoplight, at a motherfucking a fucking train crossing, if I get stuck, whenever I get at a train crossing, bro, I always leave like a car length and a half in front of me in case I gotta skirt up out of that bitch. I never be bumper to bumper in anything, boy. Traffic, red lights, fucking railroad crossings, none of that shit, bro. I give myself a chance to get the fuck up out of there, bro. Always been that way. But yeah, fuck all that. Motherfuckers is tripping, bro. Like I said, like, LA might be crazy, bro, but Stockton on some crazy shit too, bro. This shit ain't no joke over here.
Mad as fuck, cause I'm supposed to be up there right now.
This shit wild. This shit wild out here.
My club up there right now. They just got there a couple of hours ago.
See, the thing is, like, motherfuckers in the Bay out here, bro, we ain't got shit. Like, we ain't got shit at all. Motherfuckers out here killing motherfuckers over a pair of Jordans.
LA in the 80s.
Motherfuckers knocking motherfuckers
late 80s,
off
early
for
90s.
A pair of shoes out here. New York's hella bad, though, dude. I've been seeing so much shit in New York, dude. That shit's crazy. I wouldn't even want to live in New York right now, bro. New York or Philly, bro. They're just, that shit's too much.
Entirely different.
Oakland's wild out right now too.
With the what do they call them? The immigrants.
Migrants.
What are they calling them right now?
Migrants, man.
Migrants. Yeah, migrants. They're running out of space. They're asking the public for help to house some of the migrants.
Fuck that. You can eat a dick from the backside. Motherfuckers, as soon as I go down, motherfuckers gonna tell me the shelter's full and I'm gonna have to be on the street, boy. You can go suck a dick.
Hey, look, if it ain't no space, take your ass back home.
Right.
Wait for a vacancy to open up. God damn it.
On gang. Facts.
You can't have my tax dollars to pay for nothing.
Get your dumb ass out of here, bro. I struggled my whole life to get to where I'm at now, bitch. I'd be damned if your ass come over here. What up, Twan? Salute, bro. Be damned if you come over here and try to take something that I've earned, bitch.
It ain't free if I gotta pay for it, goddamn it.
We going to the grave.
It ain't free.
Oh no, the taxpayers are definitely paying for all those cards they're handing out.
I'm going to the grave with mine, bitch. You ain't taking none of my shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret, man. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret, man. Y'all, you got a smartphone, you need to go into your apps, download the California DMV app. Download the DMV app and download your mobile driver's license and ID. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna stop sending cards out. You're gonna have to have that app in your phone to prove who you are. So I'm just letting you know, do it now. You know what I mean? Because you can take your driver's test and everything from your phone. You ain't got to go to the DMV. So I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, fuck the DMV.
I'm just letting you know. I just took my driver's test, my written driver's test and motorcycle test at home on my
Domestic
computer.
motor violence. You know what I'm saying?
And fucking pass my shit. Now I do got to go to the DMV to take my picture, but that's it.
Nah, hell nah. From what I heard, you can take a picture on the app and upload it to the site.
Nah, they want you to bring, because you got to bring your birth certificate in.
No, it says you can. I guess it says you can upload all that shit.
You can, but you still got to go in. They still want to see a hard copy. I uploaded all that shit. I still got to take my hard copy in, but you walk to the straight front of the line though. It ain't no take a number, none of that shit. You know what I mean? It's
G37, gang. G37.
Turn your shit in and be down.
G20.
And we are currently on F96, and you are G37. You're about 50 spots away. We'll see you in about 4 hours.
Yeah, nope. That's why I downloaded that shit.
Pulling out.
Just gotta
upload. And get your real ID, or you ain't gonna be able to travel come next year. You ain't gonna be able to leave your state.
Should I drive, boy? Fuck you, mean mobbing?
Yeah, you can't. You cannot drive in another state without a real ID or driver's license.
Man, they can eat my dick, boy. Fuck you, mean?
I'm just telling you what the new laws
fuck
is.
Fuck a real ID. What up, the world is yours.
You can't travel.
They just need to go ahead and put my debit card, my car keys, my house keys all in a digital device and put it inside of my hand so I can just wrap it across shit and start my car.
You crazy? You want the chip?
Yeah,
you want the fucking market of beats?
It's gonna happen, dog. Just give it to me already. It's
I don't want to. You crazy?
It's coming, boy.
Y'all can stand in the line for the market of beasts. I'm gonna stand in the line to get my head chopped off.
Shit.
I'm good. If I don't get taken up in the rapture, I'm gonna be in the line to get my shit chopped off. I ain't staying here. Fuck that. I don't like horror movies, nigga. I'm not staying here. I don't even like horror movies, nigga.
Lord forgive me.
Yes, go ahead and stick me with the chip.
Yeah, I'm good. Nope. I'm good. Nope. I'm gonna be waving at Ben like, hey Ben, hey man. You stay blessed.
Hey man, we already know what happens. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happens if you get this little chip thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be like eternal life, immortality. You know what I'm saying? Like
eternal life in hell
type shit, bro.
Yeah, of course you're gonna have a bad experience if you're not from here.
Of course, Ralph. You drink urine. You drink urine.
That's just what it is. If you don't have your green
worse.
card,
There's
you
nothing.
ain't
There's
get
not
no
a.
ID.
I don't see how there could be a worse experience than drinking your own urine.
I don't know if I want to fly anywhere the way these planes are falling apart right now.
Man, stop that shit, because I gotta catch a flight in the next month or two.
Better stay away from you know who.
I think I'm flying United.
Should just get on Spirit.
Fuck no.
Man, stop wilding.
Spirit take your soul, nigga. The spirit make you a spirit, nigga. I'm good.
He said spirit make you a spirit. That was funny as shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I go to Vegas, it's only a 40-minute flight, so I don't give a fuck who I fly on. That shit's dope. It's like by the time you get off the ground, you already landing. That's how fast that shit is.
Yeah. 45 minutes later. Sometimes you wait longer when you land just
to get off. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. I got there. I timed it out last year. I was supposed to be at the breakfast, but I was sitting at the runway for like an hour and a half. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, how long was the flight to LA? Like 45 minutes too?
45 minutes, yeah. We were like 43 minutes, something like that.
Oh, you spent that time taxiing to the fucking... Yeah.
I fucked that chicken up at Roscoe's, gang.
It was fucked. Shit was fucked.
LAX is fucked, bro, because they got like 5 runways, bro. They'll land you on this runway over here, but your shit is all the way on the other side of the airport. Like, nigga. Damn. How long we gonna taxi to the goddamn fucking terminal?
Damn, Alfred, who's talking about eating their own fecal matter?
You guys are gonna stop by and get some food on the way there.
Shit, they need to put like a Panda Express or something on these airplanes.
I wouldn't eat that shit.
Put a McDonald's on that bitch.
I can't stand Panda Express. That shit nasty to me.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll fuck some Panda Express up. The
orange chicken used to smack. I fuck with the honey walnut shrimp too.
Yeah, the scrimp fire
with the sriracha. That shit goes, bro.
We got too many Chinese food places.
They got the Beijing beef.
Yeah, there's all these other good places.
The Beijing beef be slapping.
The Golden Dragon.
Y'all fuck with the wonton soup with the shrimp and shit inside?
Sure
I don't fuck with Panda Express at all. They noodles are
dry. Panda Express don't got the wonton soup.
They fell off, bro. Yeah,
man, they noodles is dry. They noodles always dry.
I got a dry noodle for you, gang.
I'm good.
I sure don't.
I'm good. You better go have your wife put some moisture on it, nigga. You better go have your wife put some moisture on
it. Oh shit, that's funny as hell, boy. Fuck you mean. I ain't gonna lie though, if you ain't never had no wonton soup, boy, with the shrimp inside, the wontons, boy, them bitches is slapping, gang, on me. Like, I used to love chicken noodle soup when I was sick, dude. Now my favorite is the wonton. They have, like, cabbage and shit in there. Yeah, it's fire, bro.
I like the what is it, hot and sour? That shit goes, too.
Masaki?
I like that shit. It's not what? The sake? Hot and sour? You know what I'm talking about? That soup.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but it's called like Mita Sake
it's got like
or
a
some
funky,
shit.
It's got like a funky. Yeah.
That shit's spicy as fuck, boy. It'll drain your nostrils out.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
I'd rather make a bowl of ramen at home.
Put some hot Cheetos in that bitch, boy. Fuck you mean?
I will avoid Panda Express at all costs, bro. I just tell a motherfucker I ain't hungry. I don't want nothing. I'm good.
You wild. It ain't that bad.
Everybody got their own opinion.
You gotta at least get the walnut scrimp.
I can't eat walnuts.
Oh, you got a peanut allergy?
Oh.
Nah, I'm allergic to walnuts, almonds.
Yeah, you got a peanut allergy.
Shit that grow from trees. I'm allergic to tree nuts.
pecans.
I'm allergic to tree nuts.
I got some tree nuts for you.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm allergic to tree nuts.
tell your wife to crack them pecans, nigga. Tell your wife to crack them
Bro, I'm
pecans.
fucking dead, gang. Oh shit. Hey,
She said, "Daddy, if I had some nuts on the wall, would them be walnuts?" I said, "Hell yeah." Well, if I had nuts under my chin, would those be chin nuts? I said, "Hell no, bitch, you'd have a dick in your mouth."
Fucking dead. That shit funny as hell. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. The walnut scrimp fire, the Beijing beef slapping too. I ain't gonna lie though. My favorite Chinese, bro, just some good old fashioned pepper beef, bro, with like the jalapenos, all the different colors of motherfucking bell peppers. You know what I'm saying? Onions, all that shit. Like sometimes it's Mongolian beef. You get it, but Mongolian beef slapping.
Broccoli beef. Fire.
I like broccoli beef. It just like I don't really fuck with, like we have like a food for less one out here. That one's pretty gross. It just depends. You gotta get it. It's gotta depend on how it's cooked. Cause some places it's good. Some places it's super duper bland. Like there's no flavor.
Yeah.
I can cook a fire ass broccoli beef though.
See, y'all cook broccoli beef. I cook beef with broccoli. More
Shit,
beef
I say
than
tomato,
broccoli.
you say tomato.
More beef than broccoli. Goddamn it!
It's
That's
always
my
hella broccoli. Hella broccoli, huh?
You get 19 pieces of broccoli and 6 pieces of beef. What the fuck?
Exactly. Yeah.
Broccoli heavy.
What the fuck? Hella soggy too, most of the time.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. If you cook that shit too long, that motherfucking broccoli becomes soggy as fuck. That's why you don't add that shit until the end. You add that shit like the last 30 minutes. Like you have to cook everything else for like a couple of hours. And then really it's just the heat and the steam from everything that's been cooking for so long that cooks the broccoli. You don't even really have to cook it. It's just the heat and shit. It makes it fucking sog. Makes it sog, gang. Not a big fan of Alfredo. Not like the dude in the chat, but like Italian food. I'm not a big fan of Italian food. I'll eat some spaghetti, but that's about it.
Lasagna.
No, I'm good. I don't like lasagna.
Bomb ass lasagna, bro. Some cheesy ass bomb ass lasagna, bro. That's
made right.
It's made right. If you don't have it made right, yeah, I know why. But if you got some good lasagna, bro, that shit will change your life, bro. I used to be the same way. I'm kind of picky about the sauce and what you know what I mean, the mushrooms and kind of the olives and
you can't put no mushrooms in no goddamn lasagna, bro.
One time I found the right
put
one.
Olives in a lasagna, bro. No goddamn olives in no goddamn
that
lasagna.
Shit don't go in lasagna.
Yeah. I had some fucked up lasagnas, bro, and then I found the lasagna.
Same motherfuckers put raisin in a potato salad, boy. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, I don't know, hey, bro.
Nah, don't put no raisins in nothing, nigga. If it ain't an oatmeal cookie, I don't want to hear nothing about a goddamn raisin, nigga.
Raisins in your macaroni and cheese. You don't want no raisins in your mac and cheese.
I love. See now, if I fuck with some mac and cheese.
No raisins in it.
Nah, see now you really showing your white side, raisin and mac and cheese.
No, I wouldn't eat it with no goddamn raisins in it.
Potato salad.
That's potato salad with raisins
and mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's some nasty ass shit, man.
Hey, if you find some raisins in your mac and cheese, you are supposed to go to your girl and tell her, bitch, you cannot fucking cook. Don't you cook another goddamn thing in this house? Don't just waste my motherfucking groceries.
Willie Wayne said he puts raisins in his tamales.
Oh, hell no.
I heard of that, though. I heard of that, yeah.
Look, you cannot be adding raisins to food that's already gonna make you shit. All right? You cannot add raisins to food that's already gonna make you shit.
Fair point.
Oh no, I think they do. They make the sweet tamales with the raisins inside.
Yeah. The strawberry.
Yeah, the strawberry, the pink ones. The pink ones have the raisins in them.
Crumbled bacon. and I'm good with that mac and cheese. But not no goddamn fruits, no vegetables, no dried up shit. You know what a raisin is, right?
It's a
You know
grape.
it ain't nothing but a dried up ass fucking grape that's been sitting in man,
You
fuck
know
all
a
that.
pickle ain't nothing but a dried up ass cucumber.
Yeah, it's a pickled cucumber.
It's not dry.
Well, same shit.
There's no way it can be dry because it has to sit in liquid to fucking be pickled.
Same
Ain't
shit.
no way it's dry.
Is water wet? Is water wet?
It all depends.
No, it don't depend. Water can't be wet because water's water.
Water is wet.
No, it's not. It's water. Water's not wet.
It's wet.
Once you insert the water as a dry thing, as a dry being, you then become wet. But water's not wet.
It's wet when it go down.
Exactly, Ray Love. Water's not wet, dog.
It's definitely wet when it's on a t-shirt.
You're wet once you become a dry thing, and then you insert the water. Then that's when you become wet. But water's not wet. Anyways.
Yeah, it's too complicated for me. I mean, and water's wet to me.
Exactly, Ray Love.
I don't know what you're talking
Water
about.
makes things wet, but water in itself is not wet.
Okay, I still don't know if I agree with that.
I mean, you can't get water wet, can you? Like if you can't wet water
because it's already wet. What do you mean?
No, it's not. It's water. It's not wet.
It's the definition.
You throw water on top of
wet
it.
is water. No, I don't. I'm not gonna shut up.
Now, if I was to throw you in a puddle of water, then you would become wet. But if you were to throw water inside of water, you can't make it wet because it's already water.
Look at that. That puddle is a space, and that puddle, that space is wet.
Look,
Therefore,
see, like Alfredo said,
wet.
wet is a state and water is an object. And you can't make water a state of being wet.
Water is a liquid.
Okay, I skipped science class.
Hey, look,
I'm just fucking with y'all, dog. To be honest.
Look, you two Bill Nye the Science Guy motherfuckers, all right? Look, I ain't had enough. Enough, Bill Nye.
I'm over here trying to teach y'all some shit.
Hey, Miss Norvay couldn't teach me shit. You can't teach me
Because remember,
shit.
if you fucking fall from a certain distance onto some water, that shit is no longer wet, dog. If you consider water wet, because that shit is hard like concrete, boy. You'll smash to 1,000 pieces just like jumping onto the fucking ground on some cement.
Man, y'all over here getting technical.
Hey, Alexa, is water wet?
I don't know what wetness feels like, but based on the
I bet you don't, you dry ass bitch. I bet you don't, you dry ass bitch. I don't know what wet feels like. Dry coochie having ass bitch. This bitch ain't been put in a coffin.
I don't know what wetness feels like. Who has been fucking you?
Bitch, you ain't getting no penile, boy. Fuck you mean.
Jesus.
This pussy is dry.
Well, what did you say anyway? You didn't get the answer.
I don't know what that feels like. Oh, that was great. Alexa ain't never punked me.
That is by far.
I don't be fucking the AI, boy.
Bro. You got to make a short out of that one, bro. That one's going viral, bro. Oh man, I don't know what wetness feels.
Anthony, answer that question, dog. Is water wet, bro? Water's not wet. Exactly. We're all made of water. Are we wet?
90% or 60%.
I keep the baby powder. I'm dry. I keep some baby powder on my shit.
I keep some baby powder on my shit.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, I'm out. I've been here for like 3 hours. I'm out. Hey, Dirty, you doing a show?
You out?
Yeah, I'm out.
I was supposed to, but it looked like it got canceled. But I might still do something.
For sure.
I might still do something. If anybody want to pull up, let me know. I ain't got nothing planned, so I'll probably sit here and talk shit just like I'm doing right now. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I didn't have shit to do neither. I'm about to go fucking have some shots with my old lady though. So much love everybody for pulling up. Hit the like.
Right.
You guys on the panel, you guys got anything for us on the way out or what?
Well, we didn't talk about that. Oh, go ahead, Nate.
Go ahead, Pizzle.
We didn't talk about that tight end from the Cleveland Browns that we signed either. He's looking pretty fire.
He's another blocking tight end, Lee Smith. I like it. Yeah.
Who can catch when need be?
Yeah, he's
he can't catch.
He's just a replacement for Austin Hooper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who we
He's
didn't
an
use
upgrade.
correctly.
I won't say he's a replacement. He's an upgrade from Austin Hooper.
I don't know about all that. He's not really much of a catchy tight end. He's more of a blocking tight end.
Yeah. Austin Hooper was supposed to be like a gadget kind of a player that we didn't use correctly.
Glad you enjoyed the show, Raider Pete. Much love, dog.
Pete, my dog. Good to see you, bro.
But yeah, man, I'm out of here. If you guys could drop
I
fucking
appreciate
Nutty Raider Nate's link and Dirty's link, go subscribe.
I appreciate you, Benther, Pizzle. Dirty, send me that link. I'll pull up on you.
What's up? I'm gonna throw something together right now.
You guys have a great night. Hit the like button on the way out. Until next time, you guys know what fucking time it is. Raiders. And we'll catch you guys next Friday. Peace.
It's picked off. Oh no. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Incredible. Chandler Jones and wins the game for the Raiders. Jake